Recording. Check. Let's do this.
What up?
What up?
What's
Uh-huh.
up, y'all? This is Kanye.
Yes, sir.
This is Joe Crack.
Let's get it.
Vegas Life Radio.
Let's go ahead and get it popping, baby. Vegas Live Radio. You already know what it is. Chris Cash, Jalem. Live at GFL Capital Mortgage. We about to get into it, but you know what we got to do.
Yeah, you know that I'm on the way. I am on the way.
Okay.
You ain't know, homie, yeah, I am on the way.
Tell them.
You ain't know, homie, yeah, I am on the way. I'm on the way.
Let's go.
Homie, I am on the way. I'm on the way to make it happen, living life with passion. We all attracted to the money, fame, all the trappings. This shit is classic, how I'm writing all my thoughts through captions. Real
on.
talk, we making big real estate transactions. Remember walking through the desert with no car or phone. I made a promise to myself, I'ma get on. Shout out to the homies that looked out when I was down, and all my family that helped me get up off the ground. I was hanging with a homie while he had some meetings at his real estate office. Is where I started scheming. He told me about commissions, and I'm like, that's the business. If we talking about the money, yeah, you know I'm with it. Jump, stop, pivot, fade away, shot, I hit it. If you ballin' for real, understand the sequence. I'ma rise like Phoenix, in the zone on defense, cause you need a solid team to make it through the season. Yeah, you know I'm on the way. Every day I'm getting paid.
Getting paid.
Yeah, you know I'm on the way.
Tell them.
Every day I'm getting paid. Yeah, you know I'm on the way.
Come on.
Do my thing like every day.
Yeah, we live on the radio, baby.
I'm on the way. Come on.
Let's go.
Yeah. Went back to school, switched my hustle, rewired my game.
There he is.
'Cause the only thing consistent
Are
in
we
life
late?
is
Are we
change.
late?
We
It's
on
all
time,
set,
baby.
learn
Damn
the
it.
We
rules
on
as I
time,
keep
baby.
playing. Now I own the building where we all be entertaining. Fuck being famous, pro significance, they say
It's
my
like
name.
I've done this
Can't
before.
barely see the
There you
vision
go.
in and out these frames.
Yeah.
Determination got me outperforming
All my haters.
I'm signing papers, building wealth for future
generations.
generations. No hesitation, making moves that align with greatness.
Come on.
Thanks for your patience, cause I choose solid foundation. R.I.P. the homie Stone,
Yeah,
I'ma keep
yeah.
it rolling. I
We
shed
live.
tears cause your words help me cleanse my soul. Move with purpose, stay consistent, we always working. Over prepared whenever I be getting nervous. I be rapping just to manifest the things I say. I got the drive, I got
Where
my
we going?
license, I am on the way.
We on the way.
Yeah.
We on the way, baby.
Homie, I am on the way.
Come on.
Yeah, you know I'm on the way.
Tell him.
Yeah, you know I'm on the way.
Yeah, you on the way.
Come on, homie, on the way.
I know you on the way.
All we do is get paid.
We all getting
All
paid.
we do is get paid.
Hey.
Come on, homie, tell me you on the way.
I'm on the way to make it happen, living life with passion. Whoa.
This your boy Ice Cube.
Yeah, this your boy right here, Chris Brown.
Hey, what's up? This is your girl Rihanna. Vegas Life Radio. Vegas Life Radio.
Yeah.
Yo, what's up, y'all? This is Kanye.
Yeah, what up, y'all? This is Joe Crack.
Vegas Life Radio.
We are live on Vegas Live Radio, baby. My name is Chris Cash, Jalem, and I am joined by Kevin Sherba. How you doing, my brother?
Doing good, man. How you doing?
I'm doing amazing.
Awesome.
I'm here. I'm
It's
alive.
lively. It's lively.
It's very lively, isn't it?
I like it.
Isn't it good? It's some fly shit.
Got like this airport going.
Yeah, cause we be on some fly shit. You know what I mean? So we're gonna have callers call up to the radio show. What we're doing is pre-qualifications live on air, and to reiterate, pre-qualifications is just having a conversation. You know, in this world of getting mortgage loans, it sounds daunting,
Scary for some.
you know what I mean? But it's not. It's not. Look, I'm here. I'm hanging out. I'm having a good time. If I could have a good time, you could have a good time too, right?
Yeah.
Let's keep it fly. You know what I mean? And there's a couple of topics I do want to go over. I did get a lot of feedback on a lot of people were really interested on the DSCR loans.
Okay.
Yeah. I just
What's it stand for?
debt
got him.
debt service collateration.
Oh, you almost had it. Debt service coverage ratio.
Coverage ratio. See?
Yep.
That's all right. Where's the,
He's like, why'd you put me on the spot again?
It's okay. Oh, wrong one. Wrong sound effect. Dang.
Oh no, that's the one. That's when you mess up or when you're scared.
Oh, that's the scary one.
Yeah.
And this is like when you get money,
Yeah.
right? Oh, we get money.
Dum, dum, dum.
And this is how you know it's time. It's about that time. It's about that time. It's about that time. What time is it to call somebody? We're gonna call somebody live on the radio, cause that's what we do. All right, wait. I gotta first make sure the Bluetooth is on.
And running smoothly.
I might add. That needs to be quickly assessed. Yeah, I should have had it done before the show, Christopher. Damn it. It's okay. It's okay. Show's already a lot better than the first show.
Oh, I came in here and you were just rocking, bro.
I was ready to go. It's like I done radio before or something.
Right.
I don't know. It's crazy. How should we? You know what? I'm just gonna test it live, baby. We're gonna test this live, baby. Let's see if we could do a FaceTime too. Cause we did FaceTime with that other guy, right?
I think so.
Yes, we did. We're gonna try. Is it calling?
Oh, we got the Vegas Live podcast sign up there.
Oh, we sure do.
Looking nice, bro.
See. Thank you for making me add that. All right, you're gonna have to do this, bro. Here, do this for me. I'm sorry. I don't know why it didn't work. Probably gotta turn off and on it.
No, you're good. Let me just go into the settings real quick.
Ew. All right. It is Thursday, April 4th, 4/4/24. Big shout out to everybody out there that partakes in the 420 activities that is approaching up very, very, very soon. Just know we're in Las Vegas. Marijuana.
You're connected, so.
Oh!
I don't know if it's going to work or if we're going to have a problem or what, but should be all right.
We're just going to have to figure out. Otherwise, we got to fly the fuck out of here. All right, let's try it. Let's see if this works. Ring. Is it ring? Oh, that's the FaceTime ring.
That is a FaceTime. Are we going to have them up on the screen?
See, you want to get too difficult. I didn't we didn't get quite there. Are you gonna pick up? I have a list of people, so it's okay. It's okay. What's up, pimp? Hello.
What's up, Mama?
What's up with it? Yo.
Oh man, I'm acting. Add on, lower your sound. What's happening?
Yo, is it a good time to talk? What's up, LT? It's Chris Cash, and I have Kevin Sherber right here. He's a 20-year mortgage professional. He'll get you money if you need that money. You feel me? Oh wait, hold on. Let's go.
I love Chris Cash. Hey, Chris Cash, the one that gonna make it smash. You did? Oh my mom.
Yeah. Here we go. We in the studio. We live in the studio right now. So.
Hey, much love, bro. I'm trying to get back to the community, man. Really in community though right now. I ain't gonna lie, but I'm gonna go live. But no, just know I'm in the community though.
Where you at right now?
In the community, bro. And I'm in the hood right now. I'm in Washington, man.
Oh, you're in Washington?
You know
Are you licensed in Washington?
I am.
Oh, he's actually licensed in Washington. He can actually get loans.
Is he buying in Washington?
Are you buying in Washington? Is the question.
No, I'm going to Vegas. And you buy what?
No, he's going to Vegas because after he gets approved for that loan, he's going to buy property in Las Vegas. And hi, I'm a licensed Las Vegas realtor. My name is Chris Cash. Pleasure to meet you. Oh, okay. So let's get you pre-approved live or pre-qualified live on air. So if you got questions.
I love conversations like this. Hey, show my brother's face real quick.
Oh yeah. Wait, you want to see my face? You want to see my Jesus face?
Wait, want to see your face? I know your face. I get to see it every day.
What's up, bro?
That
connection.
We're live. Talk about it. I know we're going Bible right now.
Yeah.
I know how to go.
Oh, this ain't gonna.
Nice to meet you, bro.
What's up, man? How you doing?
There you go. We can do it like that.
All day. What you talking about, man? I'm trying to buy homes. I'm trying to get everybody homes.
Have you ever owned a home yet?
Yes, I got a home in Las Vegas, Nevada, on Moncetta in Chinatown.
Nice. So would you be buying like your home for to live in, or are you going to look to rent another house out?
That's why I be sitting down with Chris Cash, because I know the Airbnb game kind of changed right there about it, because they got the politics.
Yep.
So it's like either you buy a home and you rent it out, or you live and you try to build a business around. Because Washington, we got homes where you could actually buy a home and have a business in the front end of the home.
Right. So
it's different about it, but if we're gonna talk intellectually, it's like, but I'm an investment. That's why I really want a skyrise. I want an investment where if I gotta rent it out and I can still live there at the end of the day after my investment paid off.
Right. Yeah. So it gets a little weird when you're trying to figure out what you're going to use the house for. Like for mortgage purposes, they want you to kind of like decide if it's primary or if it's investment. Because
that's why I told you I'm an investment.
Right.
Yeah, that's why I really. But I ain't gonna lie though. If it's a nice investment, if it's a nice property, I'd rather live there.
Right. Yeah.
I'd rather live there and then use my other property as an investment property.
Okay.
I really want to buy a little condo or a sky ride. I want a sky ride. I already have a home, so it's like either we buy a high rise or I want to look for it.
So with
you based in Washington,
right?
Well, let's go Seattle. Let me get me downtown then. Like let me sit on 4th Ave or something.
Right.
Come on, man. You know where I'm at. You see my windshield. You see what?
Yeah, you gotta.
What's going on. Can't fake this.
You gotta get out. You gotta get out here so it's sunshine, man. It's looking a little wet out there. So talk to me real quick about like with investment, like they need like 15% down. You have cash set aside in savings and stuff.
100% in bank accounts. I've been saving up for the last like year and a half. I got a business, and I just put all my money in business.
You think the call would be better if it's a call than FaceTime?
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
When he told me one thing about real estate investing.
Hey, LT.
Tell me you're
LT.
sorry.
Hey, let's get on a call so maybe the call will get go
Clear.
through a little better. Hold on.
Yeah.
Let me call you right back. Bro. It's getting like jumbled.
Rough. Is that phone on Wi-Fi right now?
Yeah.
Okay.
So what?
I don't know. If you have bars, you probably take it off Wi-Fi.
So
but do a regular call still.
Okay. So wait.
So we can talk to them.
I should put it on Wi-Fi. Right?
Oh, you said it. Okay, so it's not on Wi-Fi then. I'm saying for the video calls, you're probably going to be better off Wi-Fi. But if you're going to make a call, you're probably better off without Wi-Fi.
Oh, okay. I feel you. Let's do this.
What was his first name? Chris?
I call him LT.
Okay. I'm going to have to get like actual. So we're just going to call him LT for the show. And then you're going to send me his contact and I'm going to be like, what's your real name? Because with a mortgage, I just can't put LT as applying for a house. You know what I mean?
I do. I learned that well. Because hi, I'm Chris Cash Jalem. How you doing? That's why. It sounds better.
Your call has been forwarded to voicemail.
He got
the
mad.
person you're trying.
What's up, brother?
Yo, what's good?
All right, that's cleaner.
We better on the vocals?
Oh, yes, way better on the vocals. Way better on the vocals now.
No, respectfully, I want to do this for the podcast. I want to do this for the homies, and I want to buy a property. So let's get it active.
What do you think your credit is, LT? What do you think your score is?
It's 30. Last time I checked.
Like 700, 800?
It's 730.
730? Awesome. All right, cool. And then have you looked at condos out here yet?
Have I booked a condo?
Have you looked at condos? Looked at them? Like checked them out online?
I was talking to Chris Cash.
Hello.
I want the Panamera, high rise. That's really what I want. We're talking about 300, 400,000. I mean 500. But if I put 50 down, I mean that's still gonna give me a nice property if I wanted to invest in it.
Right.
Chris Castle. It's my brother.
Yes,
so.
Sir.
So if we gonna get it that way, let's I wouldn't mind living there because that's really where I want to live. I love the high rise. Like I have a house Not
Right.
5-bedroom parking and backyards with dogs and fish tanks. But I really want a high rise because
He does.
Because it's a different lifestyle, bro.
It definitely is, man. It's a whole vibe.
So it's good that you bring
It makes you feel better.
that you bring that up as far as like the high rise life out here.
It is.
Your regular
You're gonna
house.
hit the weight room in the morning. It's gonna make you hit your weight room. You're gonna hit swimming at night.
Right.
You might catch a movie with kiddos. And you know, my house got stuff like that. But when you're in the high rise, it's like a different motivational purpose.
Yeah. It's a vibe, baby.
Is your house in is in Washington or out here in Vegas?
No, it's in Las Vegas. It's in Spring Mountain. I got a condo out here right now because I'm renovating my house and my business.
Right.
So I'm trying to upgrade everything because I got a cool little lump sum off the ERC.
Okay.
So I'm just investing in my properties and letting that grow while I'm visiting my family and show my people I never left them. I'm trying to raise this up, baby.
Right. And so you're are you working right now? Are you self-employed? How does that look?
I have a business, LT Fashions.
Yes, sir.
I have a clothing. I've been in business since February of 2020. So what is that? 4 years?
Nice.
4 years. Yeah.
So self-employed, 4+ years. Cool. So that's
100%.
That's good. And then you said like you're thinking about like 50,000 down.
I mean, if I was getting a high rise, if I had to, I did. I mean, whatever got needed, but I had 50,000 for a property. I just it was either it was an acceptable living property, or I'm gonna do vice versa.
It's his
with
connection.
Yeah. Are you by somewhere where your sometimes your connection is getting off?
Yeah. How many bars you got on your phone? Every time we get into the nitty gritty of the conversation, you cut out.
Damn, and this is like, this is real conversation.
Oh, right there. Just keeping that mode right there.
Can you hear me? Let me speak closer to the phone. Can you hear me, Chris?
Yeah.
And if he's better if he's not on speaker too.
Okay. Yeah.
Okay, take speaker. I'm sorry.
Yeah, if you're not on speaker, I
Can
think
you hear me better now?
Oh yeah,
It's
way better.
It's way better now.
Yeah, that speaker
Oh my
shit
bad.
sucks.
I'm sorry, brother. I didn't know.
No, you're good. You're good.
Way better now.
All right, cool. So we're talking like 50.
We're family. We trying to build it.
It's all
Let's
love.
build it.
It's all love.
So 50,000 down. So it really depends. Like I said, if you're buying it for an investment purpose, so if you're for sure gonna say, okay, you know
But
what?
that's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
I might not. If I get the Panamera Towers with Creek Crafton in, man, I want to live there.
Okay.
I will rent the house out. I'll rent the cars out. I'll rent everybody.
I think that's
Right.
a good idea.
Yeah. So Panamera
Literally.
Towers.
Panorama, guys.
Panorama.
Let's go. Yeah.
Panorama.
Hey, Chris Cash got some immaculate spots in there right now.
Yeah.
He's
Hey,
like,
give
say
me
it right.
tours. I'm like, bro. But mind you, before I even knew my brother was over there, I've been looking at it. I've been researching. I really want a property. I was gonna rent a property.
Right.
That's how bad I want to live there. I want to rent a property.
No,
for
we're not gonna
$3,500
rent.
a month.
We're gonna
buy because we owners, we bosses.
Yeah, we owners,
We gonna be bosses.
On God.
I mean, we talk to bosses, but
You know
before
what I'm
I
saying?
talk to
Hit the
Chris,
airplane on their
I'm-
ass.
he's
Let's
like,
go.
man, come on, man. We fly high.
You know
This
what
is
I'm saying?
Mr. Fly High, man. Come on, this first person put me in the studio, man.
So
Let's go.
Come on,
I'm
man.
gonna price
We
this
can
up
really
real
go
quick.
back.
500,000.
Yeah, we'll keep entertaining.
Yeah.
Let's go.
All right.
We'll give you all I know.
Yeah. I was just in there, man. It was. I was looking at another property I just went on the
What's
market.
good?
It was nice, man. It was nice.
How much is it?
The one I was looking at is at 540. So
That's what I'm saying. 50,000. I stacked up 50.
okay.
So if we
That's
put
10
50
that's
down,
10% down. All right.
that's 10. We got to need 15%, huh?
Yo, yeah. So,
Well,
you
So
said,
how much is 50%?
so 15% only if it's investment, right?
oh, but if you're gonna live
So
there,
if you're gonna live there, I can do 10%.
oh,
You see what I'm saying?
Oh, I didn't know that. You're
Would,
teaching me something today.
would FHA be advantageous in this situation?
Advantageous, yeah. We could use it. You've owned homes before. We could do an FHA if we wanted to do minimal down. We could even do 5% down. With it being condo, it
Whoa.
might change a little bit. If it's if the Panamera, right? Did I say that?
Yes.
Panorama.
Panorama.
Panorama Towers.
Get
Las
fly.
Vegas,
Come on.
Nevada.
Get fly, baby. Come on.
Yeah.
So let me
It's
do let me
live,
let me
baby.
work
So
this out
five,
with
baby.
5% down real quick.
Say 5%. You gonna check it out at 5?
Yeah,
That's-
you said they were like 550.
So the one I was looking at was at 540. So,
Okay,
yeah.
so let's look at that.
So that's 27. If I do my math properly, that 5% is 27 or 29.
Let me look.
Yeah, we
I always use a calculator, man.
Yeah.
In that range,
Hey, you
though.
had it perfect, man. 27.
See?
Good job.
He knows his shit, baby.
I do math. I didn't pay attention to school set math. I ain't gonna lie to you.
He knows his
About
money.
40.
You know.
me.
Respectfully.
So
Yes, sir.
513.
That's what I'm saying. And then you gonna eat, I'm gonna eat, and we
Yeah.
gonna get this property stuff. And then I can, I really want to live there,
Okay.
And I'll rent my house. I got tired of house living. You know why? Because the house comes with a lot of maintenance, a lot of extra. When I live in a high rise in Seattle, and the high rise life in Seattle.
What's the zip code out
Oh
there?
my God, you got to deal with
What's the
nothing.
zip code out there, you think?
For the panorama?
Yeah.
Oh, I got you right here.
The panorama is Las Vegas Boulevard.
Las Vegas Boulevard, zip code 89103.
103. All right.
Yes.
Oh, I got the details. I got the details
Sirski.
right here, actually, bro. Boom.
Yeah, in your head, you had it. Man, that's Chris Cash.
You know what I mean?
That
Chris
really-
Cash. We out here.
Yeah,
Panorama.
yeah, for sure.
So the unit that I was looking at
Panorama.
was what was it, 12?
Yeah, well, we can walk around in pajamas. You
Oh,
know
yeah,
what
no,
I'm talking about?
I see some things in there in some pajamas, bro. I tell you that was just walking their little dogs.
That's skyrise. Like, in Seattle, they be walking their dogs in pajamas. I be like, man, this rich people shit for real. This how you just, oh, mom, I got addicted to it. I say, man, this how rich people live for real.
And now you got to do it in Vegas now. That's a whole different vibe in Vegas.
Let's do it. I did the house. I did ownership. You got to imagine, we were store owners in the same plaza together.
We was.
You know, that's how far we go back, though.
Yes, we
you
had
know,
the
in
same.
real life, though. Now this ain't for the internet. I don't care who listening.
This ain't for the internet.
This my real brother though. In real life though, you
Real
know.
talk, man. We on
In
the
real
fly
life
shit.
though.
Let's go.
Yeah, fly shit. Yeah, we gonna buy shit. We gonna keep the shit.
We gonna buy shit and we gonna be on that fly shit.
That's my brother. That's my brother.
Shit. All right, so
Yeah, I don't
we
care
got-
if you don't see the resemblance, man. That's my brother.
It's not on us. It's in us. Come on, man.
It's innocent, man. You gonna ask Maury about me, man? Because I'm gonna say, hey, Maury, check that baby. You know what I'm saying? And I'm Mr. Go viral right now. I know you see me TikTok, Instagram. I don't care what you want to go on. I'm there.
Oh, you just went
Player.
viral. You went viral on TikTok.
I gotta see. No, I'm like 1.9 million views on one channel, 29 million views on. Oh man, I'm gonna see it later.
Let's
You
go.
didn't even know that, but we just trying to buy properties.
Yeah, we try.
You know, we
you
trying to
what I
buy
mean?
properties.
We gonna
Yeah,
leverage.
we
we gonna
trying to buy
leverage that
properties.
to buy some properties, baby. Property.
That's
Play
what I
real
know.
life Monopoly. You feel me?
That's my big brother. I love it so. He got the soul in him. That's all I know.
Let's go.
He got the soul in him. We go. That's what I'm saying. He done dropped it. So he done dropped it to 15 to 5%. What
5%.
is that? 13?
Is that 13? I don't know. What is it? What is it?
Well,
Kevin?
What if I
520.
put 50 down? Can I
527.
get a lower payment?
5% is 27.
Yep.
That's 5%. It's 27.
100%. No.
Shit, I don't know, man.
Yes, it is because 10% is 50 something. It's like yeah.
Oh, so
Yeah, and then 5 is 27 because if you put 27 times 2,
Okay.
that's like 54.
okay.
You're on the back end, so that's 54. That's 10% really
Okay.
on a 540 property.
And how much
you
were
know-
we trying to put down?
I was trying to put 50, but I mean, if you gonna put like 27,
Whatever.
I
makes
put
sense.
27.
Yeah, you
I
could
can let
put
the
you could put
monopoly
less,
win,
or you could
and
use
I
all
get my
your money.
property, and then I
Well,
get investment
Well,
on the back end on the home.
I guess we'd have to ask how much you want your payments to be, right? Is that the?
Well, I mean,
That's what I'm saying. So that's the difference between the $50,000 payment and the $27,000 payment. It's different from a $100,000 payment. It's gonna vary. I mean, of course, my credit gonna come. It's like a car loan.
Yeah.
You know, it's like car loans. You know, I'm trying to buy Maseratis and Bentleys and. You know, come on,
We
man.
bout that.
You know,
Let's go.
yeah, we about that. That's what I be on. That's what I be on. And Chris Cash is Mr. Chris Cash, man. Mr. Selling the property, man.
You feel
Play
me?
Monopoly.
Let's go.
You
Real life
did.
Monopoly, baby.
Real life, though.
all right. So what we got right here, just the mortgage on that.
Okay.
would
Is
be
what?
would be $36.57 a month.
$36.57, huh? For how much down?
So
So that's 27 down.
That's 20. That's 5% down.
oh
Yep.
damn. Ooh. So I can put hold on. Let me give me 5 seconds.
Look at him.
So if
I
I
see.
put
And now he's
I
like,
put
hang
20
on a second. What
I
about
put
100 down?
27 down. So I put 27. I was gonna put 50. So if I
Alright.
put 27, and then I put 36 is 10 months. So what would be 12 months? What is that? About 45. So if I put, what is that about? If I put, I do the initial payment of 27,000,
Right.
and then I put a property. Okay, I pay whoever the mortgage will do. I'm gonna give them 36,000. So what is that? That's like what, 60? No, that's 33. That's what is that, 63? So 63. So if I stack up 63, I can pay for 10 months, and I have my mortgage, and then I paid up, and then I can come on the back end and do it again. So every 10 months, I just give them what, 36,000?
Well, they're gonna want it monthly, but yeah, you could think about it that way.
No. I'm a boss, baby. We pay ahead, baby. No, we pay this ahead of time, man. They get the renter. They get the renters for that. But I'm gonna pay it and let me hustle up another 36 so I can do it again.
Okay, so if it's 5% down, that's 36 about for the monthly. So you wanted to ask if you
So I get 36,000.
So hang on.
If I give them 27,000. Well, I'll let you speak. I don't want to cut none of my nobody speaking off.
36 is just your mortgage payment. So let me get you the
No,
full
but
picture. What's that HOA over there? That's a real estate question.
Oh, wait, hold on. Wait, that's not your monthly. Hold on. That's
just the mortgage
That's
part.
just the mortgage. Because over there is a high HOA because it's real
nice.
It's real nice.
But if I put 27,000 down and then I gave them 36,000 on 10 months of rent, that gonna give me space to help with the mortgage.
Hold on,
the HOAs.
Yeah,
that's gonna give me time.
So the HOA is 904. Or actually, the HOA is more than that. But let's just say 904 a month for HOA.
Yeah, and I'm looking at taxes, just estimate. That's $360 a month.
Yeah. Okay.
And then you figure he's gonna have like a small insurance for the inside of the house. Just the walls in.
Well, I have insurance agents because I own businesses, so I can have the State Farm. I mess with Mr. Williams right there on Decatur from State Farm. He do $2 million insurance claims on my businesses.
Okay.
I'm a protection. I ain't never smacked no claim. I don't even do stuff like that. But
yeah, you talk about that right
but
now.
my insurance agent, I've been with him for 4 years since my businesses. When I was in the swap meet to the storefronts, he has been my business agent. But he didn't claim when I moved my storefront by Chris. He gave me a $2 million insurance policy on my store. And it was a low. It was like I don't know how high we are on the views, but I'll say his name. His name is James Williams from State Williams.
930.
930.
Was that the HOA?
Okay.
904.
Well,
904 is the HOA.
So 904. So 904 with 36. So what is that? 46.
Yeah. Let me add this up for you real quick.
He's got it.
I'm a mathematician, bro. That's one thing
All
I'm
right.
good at,
Let me test you real quick. 3657 plus 904 plus 360 plus 30.
Man, that was too much.
Okay, they go to 45 plus 360, so that's 486 plus 40. So you about 5 bands.
Is that right?
About 5 bands a month. So that's about 50 bands. No, that's 60 bands a year.
Yeah, you're at 49. 49.51 a month is what it is. What I calculated up.
I said 5,000.
Yeah, you're good.
Bosses, we just pay a little extra. We keep change at the convenience store. We keep them, and we help them buy cigarettes in the night, when they stress their life out. But 5,000, so that's 60,000 a year. So 60,000 for 10 years, that's 600,000.
What happened?
Yeah, that's how we live in life. No, we Mr. Content, man. Come on, me and Mr. Go Fiber right now. I know my brother, and I love him. And this is not even act. This ain't no act, man. You can't even perpetrate this, man. My brother just called me because I've been on him. He just happened to call me, and hey, I'm really trying to buy a home though, in real life though, not the, I ain't the window shopper.
Tell him that.
This ain't the window shop.
You know what I mean?
Nah, we try to cop homes, man.
Yeah.
Like Home Alone, man.
You feel
You
me?
dig? Real life stuff. But so 60,000. So if I put 27,000 down, I could get in the joint.
He's calculating right now the payment. And
So
stuff.
I already calculated in my mind. I
No,
already
he's
really have
good.
it in my
He's
head.
good.
Oh,
I
you
ain't
got
gonna
it?
lie.
Yeah.
'Cause I
Oh,
put
it's like five?
27,000
Yeah,
down.
about 49.51 is everything.
Oh, okay.
So yeah, $5
It's
grand down.
5,000 a month.
So if he-
5,000 a month. Okay.
Trust me, I know exactly what you calculate on the calculator, but I already do my head.
Oh yeah,
I
y'all
really
ahead
run
of me
money.
for sure.
But just in my money, I told you 5,000. You
So-
told me 900 plus 500 plus 4 x minus x. Oh, it's $5,000, player. You could ask Google, and I already have it, baby. So if I put 27,000 down, and then I give my lender 30,000, so that pays for 6 months up front, and then I can live in some cushion, and I could get whatever business I want in America. I could go get my business, going in whatever city, and then I could pay for that investment property, right?
Yep.
Is that what it is?
Okay. That's just how, as a hustler, you got to think.
Okay.
There might be people listening to me. I'm not talking just for you because I understand there's somebody recording me. So just as a hustler, you got to plan ahead though, because hustler. Some days you rich and some days you broke. That's the life of a hustler.
Oh, so you just
And
want to go ahead and
don't
take
let none
that
of this
out.
baller shit. Don't none of this baller shit get over your head. Cause one day you got $0, one day you got $1 million.
That's how I
So
know.
as a hustler, you got to plan for them days.
Yes, sir.
You got to plan ahead. We playing chess, not checkers.
Yeah. So the question
You
is,
know,
when we gonna look at these condos? When you coming back into town?
man, I fly in on the 14th.
On the 14th.
So,
we gonna
yeah,
look at them
the morning.
on the 15th.
I ain't gonna lie, I'm a hustler. I'd rather do it the 14th, baby.
You right. My bad. My bad. We're on the 14th. I'm gonna put that on my calendar. 14th. I'm gonna pick you up from the airport. We're going straight to the panoramas, baby.
The panoramas, baby.
Yeah.
Hey, I love you, Chris Cash.
Much
Keep
love.
smashing with a passion,
You
man.
already
In
know.
LT fashions, baby.
Yeah, I'm gonna hit
Much
you later
love,
too.
OG.
It's all love.
All day. Well, let's run this bag up, baby.
All right, baby. One. Yes, sir.
Nice.
That was a good one.
Yep.
So we gonna get him on, and then on the 14th we gonna go look at some panorama towers, baby.
Yep.
Where's my airplane at? Where's my airplane? Where's my
The
airplane?
airplane's gonna be driving right by that tower
All
too.
right. I gotta finish sending out my text message. Are we ready for the next call? Do you want to chat about something? You want to talk?
Yeah. So
expand?
let's just talk about this scenario, right?
Yeah. Okay.
So as long as he's going to do it as a primary, you can do 5% down.
Yeah.
We talked about that as 27,000. You said that you saw some units in there for 540.
Mm-hmm.
As long as that's what he's looking at.
Yeah.
Obviously with that kind of a condo, we got to confirm the HOA, right? Might be a little more.
So actually, the HOA is a little more. I just threw that out because was looking at the condo. It
Right.
said something on the sheet, but then we had to call the HOA to confirm, and it's actually 1,037.
Okay. Let me do that real quick just to verify.
Let's get some real good numbers. You know what I'm saying? We accurate around here.
Accurate.
We're accurate around here.
So 1,037.
Yeah.
All right. HOA.
And they do have assessment fees.
On top of it.
Yeah, quarterly. 564
Quarterly?
Quarterly.
All right. So let's do that. 564 times 4 divided by 12.
Yep. There you go.
188 on top of it.
Mm-hmm.
They
starting
rip.
starting to add up.
You might be showing him some other properties, depending.
Yeah. It is nice up in there, though.
I mean, it's gonna depend. Obviously, we just did like a quick pre-qual of what he wants, but not a pre-qual of what he qualifies for. So, like, that's gonna be something different when we talk. We'll do a pre-approval to check his income.
Right.
He's self-employed,
Yeah.
so I got to look at tax returns and all that stuff, and then check his credit. And he said he's got a couple properties, so we got to see like what he's gonna rent his home for. If he does move out here permanently, and then he said he had a condo out here already.
He said he had a condo in Seattle.
Okay. So that's a rental property, right? So there's some income there.
Yeah.
And then his business, he's been in for 4 years, self-employed. We got to just see what that looks like on tax returns. So if you want to shoot me his contact, I can get a hold of him after the show and go from there.
So I did give him. I did give his contact to Greg earlier. I mean, not earlier.
Why'd you
today.
do it?
because I didn't even know you at the time.
No, I'm just-
I didn't know you at the time.
I know you're
I
fine.
know you now. Now I'd give it to you.
Greg's gonna be in here with these shows too.
Okay.
He just hasn't been yet.
Yeah. He wanted us to fucking work out the bugs first.
Yeah, he wants us to get it perfectly perfect, and then he's gonna be like, so how do I do it?
And he just comes in and just kills it. All right, next caller. Let's go to the next caller.
go.
This one is Kelly. I don't know her situation, but we're gonna find out.
That's what we're doing.
That is what we
This
are.
is the pre-qual.
Let's see. Oh, there it is. So then we got to make sure people are not on speaker.
Yeah.
Hello.
Hey, Kelly, how are you? It's Chris Cash.
I'm good. How are you?
I'm doing great. I'm here with Kevin Sherba, a 20-year mortgage
Hey, Kevin.
professional.
What's up?
Yeah. So we're getting people pre-qualified on air, so we can get to pre-qualifying.
Yeah.
Yes.
Vegas Live podcast.
Yeah. Vegas
Live in the GFL Capital Studio in Henderson.
Yes.
Heck yes, I am ready to be in the real estate program. I'm getting my license pretty soon.
Oh, really?
Nice.
I paid for it a long time ago, and then I started working at Fountain Blue, and that was a total mess.
Oh.
So
Right.
I told Chris a while ago. The whole conversation started with G Kid. I was like, G Kid needs to do real estate, and then Chris heard the call. Chris was like, "No, I'm doing real estate." And I was like, "Heck yes!"
There's a
Like
difference
that's
between,
where we need to
yeah,
go.
the difference
And
between
if
me
he
and
wants
G-Kid
to
is I actually
stay-
do things.
Right.
If he wants to stay in the belly of the beast, then he can. But
Yeah.
I am going to real estate.
Okay, well, we'll see you there. Let's get your questions
But-
answered.
Yeah. So are we talking your career right now, or are we talking what you want to buy for like yourself? Are you looking to buy a home for
Both.
yourself?
Both.
Okay. So
Well, I'm getting my license regardless
Okay.
because I want to help Nevada right now. They're getting bombarded by Dallas and Denver. They're
Oh, yeah.
buying up all of these apartment homes.
Yeah.
Right.
So what we're able to do, because my mom works in probate at the courthouse, is
Oh,
we are
really?
able to explain to these kids how you do co-ops. So
Okay.
a co-op is like,
Look at you.
say me and Chris purchased an 8-person apartment like downtown.
right.
Well, there's a way that my mom knows how to do this because she's an attorney, where we can make it into a trust and a co-op,
Mm.
so that you don't have a landlord. Lords
Right.
aren't real. The
Right.
land is real.
Yeah.
And so when you have
I'm a
good
lord.
people ruling it and helping each other, and everything that you put into that goes back into your down payment with what you owe.
Right.
You have ownership in that building.
Nice.
Yeah.
And so I think me and Chris can do this. I really
Yeah,
do.
Absolutely.
It looks like you got someone on your team, Chris.
Definitely.
Let's get that license done and
Let's go. Let's
Get
make
signed
it
up.
happen. Let's go talk with your mom and get these probate deals pop into. And
This is what I'm talking. Shannon is the key. She works for Judge Jones at the courthouse.
Is
This is her second career.
Is Shannon your mother?
She is smart. Yeah, she is
Okay.
smart.
I didn't know you were
she's,
first.
plug- she's plugging
wants
right
to
now.
bring
I-
down the man.
She's like, let me plug this
She wants
business
to
real
bring
quick.
down, like, the
Shannon.
man that we currently live under, the crap.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Right.
we're taking Vegas back by storm, and it's gonna be through real estate,
Yes.
and
absolutely.
things like your podcast.
Yes, absolutely. Through my podcast to spread the information about
you
real
go.
estate, Vegas
Hell
life,
yes.
baby. So she can set up a trust because I've been looking to set up trust, and I've been trying to figure that out. So she does that, right? So I can have that conversation.
Yes, you can call. You can definitely
Shannon.
start to talk to my mom, Shannon.
Yeah.
Shannon is really good at understanding how social programs are keeping us stuck.
Mm.
So she decided to become an attorney so that my little sister could become an attorney. And
Oh.
Allison is in her freshman year at University of Wisconsin.
Okay.
So I'm going to try and set up a firm for them in Nevada over the next
Dope.
couple years.
Nice.
And I'm going to run the real estate on the side.
Let's do it.
She got plans.
Yeah, bro. It's popping. Well, P and me, Chris's wife, P, she knows like the plan deep down. Like
Yeah.
this is for the kids. This is for
Yeah,
the
absolutely.
youth. This is for world peace.
Yeah.
Right.
For sure. So did you
But
want?
yeah, qualify me.
Let's do it.
I don't think I'm qualified though.
Let's do it.
Well, we're gonna. That's the whole thing.
We're
What
either
do
gonna
we
find,
talk about?
We're either gonna find out or we're gonna put you on a plan.
There you
Either
go.
way, we're gonna get you there.
There you go. So let's talk.
Okay,
so
cool.
so obviously you're working on getting your real estate business off the ground. What do you do right
Yes.
now? Where are you working at right now again?
So currently I'm unemployed because I had to leave Fountain Blue due to poor management.
Okay.
and illegal things that they are doing.
Okay.
If you're listening, check out Fountain Blue. Hit me up. They have a huge class action lawsuit.
Yeah, it's tough. It's tough.
Yeah, I even if you know anyone that knows anyone at Win, I want to talk to the lawyers at Win.
Right.
Because Vegas is gonna win big on Fountain Blue because I have all the tea.
What?
So I'm not currently working, but I was hired. I start in May. I'm gonna be managing a jewelry art studio.
Okay. And is that salary or hourly?
It is sourly. Sourly. It is sourly.
It's sourly.
Hell yeah.
Sourly.
Sourly.
I love that.
Did I slur it? I slurred it, huh? I was like, is that salary or hourly?
I love that. It's both. It's sourly. That's perfect.
Okay. So what's the annual salary that you're gonna start at?
100,000 is what they're saying.
Cool.
But I believe that when I see it, when it comes
Yeah.
from the hands of the male that's the beta, like the strong looking male, since I'm the feminine male,
Okay.
when it comes from betas, you have to ask yourself, is this a gamma or is this a beta? Does he want me to really win? Or is he just going to take my ideas and fuck me over?
Yeah. Seemed deep. That was deep.
And then, so 100,000 on a salary is cool because technically we can use that income right away.
Okay. Let's do that.
And what were you doing before? So you're going to be you said manager? Is that right?
So I will be managing the the place and the employees.
Okay.
So my base salary is going to be
100.
I would say 65K.
Oh, okay.
But he knows with commission I'll be making 100.
Okay.
But
So-
let me read the contract because it's 5 pages. So let me get back to you exactly on that one.
Okay, cool.
So for right now, I'm gonna put 60,000 salary, and then plus commission, right?
Yes, and he said I can make anywhere from 100K, and depending on how hard I work and how smart I am, which I know is a lot,
Right.
I can make up to 250K, I think.
Okay. Cool. And then
And
obviously.
he hired me, guys. You want to know why he hired me? He's like, I think my girls will listen to you because his daughters work at the studio.
Oh, yeah.
And I was like, oh hell yeah.
Nice.
Sweet. Girls listen to girls. For sure.
And then, how much do you think you have? If we're looking at buying a home, obviously we got to think about down payment, right? Is this your first home?
Well, what I want to do is this will be one of many homes. However, I'm not going to be living in this one. This
Right.
one's for Shannon Callan, and it's going to be on Sedona on Las Vegas Boulevard.
So
I'm going to
investment.
buy a 3-bedroom in there. Sedona is great because
to live there.
the door people are awesome, and they're really on top of it. So if anything happens at Sedona, you have security there in 3 minutes.
Right.
So investment condo then is what we're looking at, right?
Yep, 3-bedroom condo, and I want my mom to live in it. I want me to have a room to be able just to come and go.
Okay.
And then if Allison needs a space, I would like a space for my sister as well.
What was the and Chris is taking notes for you so he can show you the condos over there.
Yeah.
What was the price range that you were looking at? What is that 3-bedroom condo cost in there?
Well, I mean, really, it's a $300,000 condo, but
Okay.
everyone's starting to put 2 and 2 together that this is new Santa Monica. So it's going to go up quickly.
Right. So you got to get into it now.
Okay.
I have to do this now, yesterday.
Yeah.
So
Well, we're doing it today. So that's
So investment properties, like we talked about on the previous call, is you're going to need at least 15%, but better off 20% down. When you do 15%, you have a small mortgage insurance on the loan. So we'd be looking at needing about 20 if you want good financing. And even at that, when you're looking at condos, it's better to have 25% down, honestly.
25% down. Okay.
Yeah. So we're looking at 300,000, 25%. You're looking at 75 grand just for the down payment.
Okay.
Is that something that's swingable for you right now?
No, but I'm getting paid on some projects that I've been working on for about 8 years.
Okay.
So I have some income coming in, and the IRS owes me big time.
What's also cool is gift funds, right? So if you're going to have your mom living in there, there's 2 different ways to do that, right? Either it's her primary and you're on the loan as a co-signer and she's on the loan too in order to help you qualify. Maybe she helps with down payment. Or
she has better credit.
Then it might behoove her to do it, you know. as a primary residence rather than you trying to do it as an investment. Unless there's other reasons why you're setting it up that way. It might be.
Well, I wanted to Airbnb them eventually because she won't be there for long if I do this correctly.
Okay.
Yeah, it's just the Airbnb rules are a little. The guidelines are a little strict right now.
Right.
So I don't think that area is zoned for it. The Sedona. It's just way too close. It's way too close to the strip.
It's everybody. Everyone says that.
Everybody
right?
says that.
They're like, oh, I want an Airbnb in Vegas, right? And it was this big thing, and everybody bought up property a couple years back, right?
Yeah.
And it became this huge thing, and then the county got involved and started, regulating it, and it's very, very strict.
Yeah, a lot of people are still making a lot of money.
What department is that? What department is that in the county?
I don't know. That's a great question because we definitely need to find out.
If you guys can find that out. If you guys can find that out, I'll go infiltrate it. I'm really good at that.
Oh, nice.
She's gonna be like, you're gonna give me an exception.
I'm
gonna get all of us. I'm gonna get all of us what we deserve, which is not to stress every single day and be able to pay for our groceries, which are the highest in the country.
It is pretty high. It's pretty high.
Our groceries and our gas for the jobs and the intelligence level they have here. Are you kidding me?
Yeah. No, I agree. I wish I had a agree sound on
show.
we're
we'll build.
It's such this place, guys. You guys, we are building. You want to know why? Because I can feel my teeth sinking into something worth eating, and that is the patriarchy and the colonialism trying to run Vegas. But really, G-Kid educated me. The streets run Vegas.
G-Kid educated somebody? Okay.
For real.
Yeah.
Wow. I did learn that from that kid. I swear to God that the streets run this city.
The streets always run the cities.
Hey, and real quick, so that we can get this other piece here. So obviously we know if you buy it as an investment, you got to save up some money or get like a gift or maybe another investor involved, right? Mm-hmm. What do you think your credit score is?
That's what I'm looking
right
for. Now? Oh, very, very, very low. Because Fountain Blue fired me illegally, and I have a class action out I'm trying to get with OSHA.
Right.
They screwed me. I'm like in the low fives.
Okay.
Okay.
Low fives. All right.
But they love screwing pretty girls.
Yeah, I mean, I do too. I mean,
oh no, Fountain Blue, they got off on that. They find if you were hot and had a degree in a brain, all of the higher ups at Fountain Blue don't. And they're like, "Oh no, she has to leave. She has to leave." Like, "Oh, you want to use your brain? Oh, I'm sorry."
Oh wow. No, I do like brain though.
Well, yeah, hell yeah, Pinky.
Oh man, what numbers are we working on? Some numbers. What are we
so
doing?
I'm just checking this out because obviously with the scenario with the
okay,
credit.
but hold on. There's another piece that I didn't tell you.
Oh, I love pieces.
Well, there's two other pieces I didn't tell you.
Tell us.
The other piece is I'm kind of on a mission from, the real Hebrew God and free Israel at the moment. And that means the world, and that means the workers of the world. So in 2017, I got a $25,000 startup loan that I qualify for another $25,000 for after I complete the first year successfully. Mm-hmm. So I would like to start some yoga studios, dance studios throughout town.
Are you able to use? I'm sorry.
I have $25K now. The thing I don't understand about it, it's coming from a nonprofit. I did a business school through them, and so is that money seen as separate from me if it's under an LLC?
What money? The money you borrowed?
$25K that I get through this program.
If it's your LLC, then it's technically your business and your money.
Yeah.
So you're saying though that it's better to get the unit through not my LLC?
You talking about the condo?
Yeah.
You can do LLC purchase on investment properties. Yes, that's a possibility.
Is that a good idea?
Yeah, I mean a lot of people do it. They do that. Like I said, we talked about the DSCR loan.
Yes.
And if it's a situation where we talked about your income. If you're buying it as a regular investment property, you can go regular full doc income, right? Or we could do it as a DSCR purchase. Oh. There is guidelines with DSCR if you don't own your primary home, and or you have to show that you've owned rental property before, right?
Okay.
If you own your own primary, then sometimes they don't worry about it. But there's all these different type of options where, for investors, they can look at the property income for the income, right? And a lot of these investors, what they'll do is, we have a client now, and I've talked about this a couple times on the podcast, but we have a client right now that owned like 30 properties, free and clear investment rentals. And he did a whole bunch of DSCR loans, refinancing to pull money out of them to triple up his investments.
Nice. Yeah.
And so obviously he's a seasoned investor. And so that's why he's able to do that loan. But what I'm getting at here is he has all of these properties in separate LLCs, for business purpose, right? So 123 Main Street, right? That's a property address. So it's 123 Main Street LLC, right?
Yep.
He's got that business umbrella there. And then that property is the business essentially. And then he has a business account for just that home. And that way it's all in one thing.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
So now if you're asking me whether or not you having a loan for a business and then buying as an investment under an LLC is a good idea, I would think that would be fine. It's just a matter of, are we going to qualify for the other part of the loan, right? Because we're not going to be buying homes for the 25 grand.
If Shannon is the primary and I'm the co-signer, I'm just wondering if it's better to get the business started first or get the home first.
Good question.
Well, it's going to depend. So if you're the co-signer on the house, then if she has good credit and has good income and can qualify for it.
She has great credit.
Okay. Does she have good income?
She's worked at Microsoft for a long time, and this is her second career being an attorney.
So she's like the overqualified, slam dunk situation with being able to qualify.
My
for
mom's
the
a
home.
slam dunk.
Right.
Correct.
Yeah, and if she's going to live in it, right, for let's say a year or more, and then you're going to turn it into an investment after the fact, then you could buy it. She could buy it as a primary home.
Oh, nice.
And you would be on the title there, right? Maybe as not a co-signer on the loan because of the credit issues right now, but she could buy the home. You could go on title as a co-owner. You guys could buy it jointly. She could be the only one on the financing, and then, if you decided to do it as an investment later, after your business is up and running, after your income is rolling in from your new job, the real estate license is working like a couple years down the line, you've established your credit, you could switch that over to an investment property under you.
That's what I want to do.
So and that way you get in right now. Your mom buys the house right now while it's 300,000 versus 500, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, let's do that.
Yeah.
So yeah, that's something we could definitely do. Right now with your scenario with the lower 500 credit score, the brand new job, we'd have to wait a little bit for it to get established and to improve the credit. That's something I can help you with.
Yep.
So because now she's gonna be co-signing or a part of it, how much faster is her process gonna be?
What do you mean?
Like, cause she has a couple stuff that she has to work on to
Oh yeah. So right now, it would be like I would have to look at the credit, see what she needs to do with credit. She's just starting this new job.
Can I be frank about my credit? I don't have bad credit. I don't owe that much on anything.
Okay.
I don't have much of it because I think the American dollar is tainted.
Right. So it's more that you just don't have credit.
Yeah.
Okay. So establishing.
I mean, my car is the only thing. I have a $26,000 car loan that I pay way too much on.
Right.
And they're about to come get it anyway, so kind of like whatever.
Okay. Well, you might want to rethink that.
Because that's gonna hurt.
Because that'll hurt your credit.
I'm trying to save it, but these gigs, I'm trying to get a gig, and then everything just always falls through in Vegas.
Right. I get you.
People don't call you back, like all kinds of shit.
I get you. Everybody's got financial trouble sometimes, but what I'm saying about the credit, like,
I don't have financial trouble. I'm gold, baby. Anything that I do is gold, and I am worth working with, and I'm looking for employment, not even employment, just I'm looking to make more gold. However, some of the things that I'm working on are going to take time to see that actual cash that I want to turn to Bitcoin. So, I'm in more of a little bit of a sticky spot.
Right.
But I need to talk to Shannon because getting that house under her, it sounds like is the first step.
Absolutely. Right. Yeah.
Yeah, that would be step one. And then, like I said, like, obviously no one likes credit. No one likes loans. No one likes guidelines and stuff
What?
like that.
What?
But if you use it and kind of see like the benefit of it, then you'll see the benefit of like fixing your credit, even if it sucks to do so, right?
Yeah.
Because
Well, I know.
it'll be something that's going to benefit you in the long run.
When someone's abused you for like your entire life and
Right.
what they're doing is illegal, it's really hard to want to work with the IRS and work with credit agencies because
Right.
it's corrupt at its base.
Yeah.
I don't fuck with corrupt things, right? So that's why I've had a hard time. I guess I could pay someone to do it for me, but me personally, Kelly, I'd rather throw a Molotov cocktail at the IRS. Like, no.
Right. I feel it.
Yeah, it's one of those things where everything that these investors use, I mean, unless you're like, if you make it and you make it, let's say you make it big, right? You're killing it in real estate. You're killing it at your job.
When I make it big.
When you make it big.
When you're
yes.
invited to the party. When you're invited to the party that I throw when
All
I've
right.
made it big.
Cool. When you're invited to the party and you've made it big and you have piles and piles of money in your
Yeah.
accounts and stuff like
Yeah.
that, then it doesn't matter. You can be off the grid. You don't have to use the system, right?
That's the goal. That's the
Because
goal.
the rich people
That's
out
the
there,
goal. That's the goal.
yeah, you don't have to worry about credit if you have hundreds
There you
of
go.
thousands
Goals.
of
So
dollars
let's do
chilling.
this.
Exactly.
So
Oh, but
Yeah.
here's the third thing I forgot to tell you.
right,
There's the third wrench. All right, I'm putting a wrench in your conservatory.
okay.
Oh my gosh, don't do that.
Damon is my sister's boyfriend.
Damon Dash.
He's a real estate mogul from the East Coast.
Oh,
Okay.
He lives in Texas now, and he's worth about 24 mil.
Okay.
What's the wrench?
What's the wrench?
So-
I was going to say what? That was dead. I was like,
The wrench
the punchline.
Do
Get outta
I
here. No.
inquire about him investing in the family if he's going to date my little sister who's much younger than him?
I mean, if you can sell it,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
Well, I feel like I can. I feel like I just did.
Well, I mean, you got to talk to him.
Yeah.
No. You guys were my practice round.
Okay.
Oh. Well, it is what it is. All right. So yeah. So, what's the plan of action? Oh,
Okay,
yeah,
I'm gonna try all three of those things.
Okay. Yeah. Let's do that.
So the plan of action, if I can look at Kelly's credit
Mhm.
after the fact, if she wants,
Okay.
and give her pointers on how to build it if it's not built,
Mhm.
or fix things that maybe are in a rough patch right now,
Mhm.
to get the score up, or I can talk to her mom about getting approved for the
Shannon.
financing. Yep.
Yeah. Shannon. So we got to talk to Shannon.
Yeah.
So that's something that we can
Yep.
do. If you're cool with it, Chris will give me your contact information. I can contact you
Yeah.
at a later time.
I will definitely talk to my mom and she can come on and talk to you guys. She's very smart though, and I apologize now if she's condescending when she talks to you.
Okay,
That's fine.
that's fine.
That's fine. I
Because
have a wife.
she is
so
gonna
it's-
go. She's gonna go deep. She's gonna
used
go
to it.
deep, and I know that me and Chris are relatively newer to real estate.
Right.
but that's actually what we need. Let's go deep.
Perfect.
Sweet. Cool. Awesome.
All right,
well,
Kelly.
Well, thank you for calling up, Kelly. I appreciate it.
Thank you so much, guys, and I love what you're doing. And shout out to Chris's family. I'm so proud of Chris Cash. And buy houses from him, Vegas.
Let's go. Thank you.
Let's go.
Bye.
Thank you so much.
World peace now. Ceasefire. Free Palestine.
Well, there you go. She flew. She was on the plane. That was cool. All right.
She flew away.
There we go. There we
All
go.
right. So yeah, with that scenario, obviously, she's gung ho, right?
Yeah. Ready to go. Right?
And that's good because you
Yeah.
got to keep a good
Yeah.
attitude about buying things and
Yeah.
moving forward and
Mhm.
taking risks. And with her credit, obviously she's got some trust issues with creditors.
Yeah.
and
Yeah.
things,
Yeah. I mean,
which is fine.
It's understandable.
Which
Yeah,
is
we
fine.
get it.
I mean,
Yeah.
if you can make it without credit, right,
Mhm.
then you're better than 99% of the population.
Yeah.
Right? If you can get out there and just make it big and not need banks and not need credit, not need
Yeah.
mortgages, not needing any help with your credit score or whatever the case, that's
Right.
cool. Then
Yeah.
you don't have to use any of it. There's rich people out there. I had a client recently, a realtor, one of my realtor partners had reached out to me and said, "Hey, I have this client. He's a trust fund baby, right?
Mhm.
He makes like a couple $1 million a year from this trust, and they're going to dissolve the family trust, and he's going to make like $200 million.
Oh wow.
Like big trust guy in California, right?
Uh huh.
They owned a whole bunch of Southern California land, and they get like 90% of the tax revenue or something crazy.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, cool. Obviously, that person doesn't need credit.
Yeah.
Right? So,
he's okay. He just says his name.
So the funny part is they reached out to me because he needed credit. He wanted to buy this house. He's getting married with this lady. This lady wants to buy a house. He needed credit. He wanted to get, I think, a $1.5 million mortgage loan, and it was this whole thing. And then I said, yeah, we can do that. I mean, obviously you have the trust. We'll have to just document that you make X amount per year in trust, and that you're going to make a huge buttload of money once it's closed or whatever the case may be, right?
Yeah.
I pulled his credits, 450.
Oh, wow.
So he had like 4 credit cards, like $10,000 limits. They were maxed out, and he stopped paying them.
Wow. So it was like he has the money. So
yeah, and the reason why he had the 4 or 5 credit cards is because a year before, a lender had talked to him about you need to build your credit. He didn't have anything on credit.
Oh, and he just kind of like.
So he built it, and then he was like, "Yeah, screw this. I don't care about it.
Yeah, I got money
because I have money. Like, you guys gave me 40 grand. Like, I don't care. You're not getting your money. Like, what are you gonna do?"
Exactly.
And then they're like, "Well, we're gonna put a 400 credit score on your thing, and no one is ever gonna let you have their money to borrow, right?" So it's one of those things where like, if you have the money, you don't need credit. That's fine, right? But if you don't and you need help, then you got to unfortunately jump through all these hoops.
Yeah. And the word that
let me help you jump through the hoops.
And the word here is called leverage.
Right.
You know what I mean? Like leverage. If you can leverage other people's money, why not?
Yeah, I mean, like the rich people out there, the millionaires and billionaires out there. You got some of them that they grew up with money, right? Their family has money. And because their family had money, they were able to build businesses from their family wealth, right?
Yeah.
Then you have people that they had to start somewhere, right? And most people start with a business loan, real estate, a mortgage. They start with credit cards,
right?
They get an idea and they use their credit to build their business, and then at some point they don't need credit anymore because now they're making way more than they're in debt, and they're out of debt. Right. That's the goal, but yeah.
But they still use it wisely, right? They still will leverage, even though they don't need it.
Well, it depends on the personality.
And if it just makes sense. Right. All right, well, let's call Zachary here.
All right, cool.
Let's call him. Let's see. Let's turn this up. Is this working? Hopefully it's working. There we go. I'm getting good at this.
Yo, what's up, Chris?
Zach, what's going on?
Yeah, brother.
Are we on speaker?
No, I got my AirPods on.
Oh yeah, can we get like a regular phone
handset?
Because it's not as a clean. We kind of figured that out. While doing
I got you. Let me get out of the wind real quick here.
You say you're dropping a deuce? Is that what you're saying? what are you saying?
No, shoot, not this time. Hold up.
Yeah.
You hear me a little better?
A lot better.
Way better.
A lot better. Yeah, I'm here with Kevin. He's a 20
What's going on, Kevin?
plus
What's up, man?
mortgage professional here. And we're here to answer all your questions and get you pre-qualified and see what we can qualify you for or get you on a plan.
Yeah. What's up, Zach?
Let's
so
go, baby.
You looking at buying a home at some point?
Yeah. So I mean, I work for a real estate investor right now. So the goal, like, I want to do house hacking.
Okay.
So just start like renting the rooms out. Find me a place first. Obviously, rent the rooms out.
Right.
Just kind of build it up that way. So it's kind of my idea right now, but.
Okay, you're a first-time home buyer?
Yeah.
Okay, so never bought a home before. So essentially, you're gonna buy a house for yourself, and then you're going to rent out some rooms, and you're gonna live there too, right?
Exactly.
Okay.
Exactly.
All right, cool. So as far as like the house hack and being able to rent rooms, I mean that's up to you what you do with the inside of your own home. But as long as it's your primary home, and it's your first home, then we can call it a first-time home buyer primary residence, right? And so that means that you're not going to have your own apartment somewhere else or living in someone else's house. You're going to live there in order to have it with a minimal down payment kind of stuff. So with that, you can do 3% down, conventional, or you can do 3.5% FHA, and that's going to be dependent on credit score. What do you think your credit is?
I actually just checked it. I'm looking right around like 680 Beacon, and then my credit card app set up like 720, so it's right somewhere in between that.
Okay, 680 to 700, that's cool, or 680 to 720, I should say. So that's awesome. And then let's take a look here real quick. And then Zachary, would you be buying this house yourself? Are you married, single?
Single Pringle, man.
Cool.
Ready to mingle.
And then the kind of house that you're looking for, would it be like a regular single family home?
Yeah, I'd say so. Yeah, just some single family. I mean, if I could find a like a fourplex, have the right margins, make it work, that'd be awesome. But yeah, probably just single family.
So with him, because he doesn't have a rental history, right?
Right. Couldn't do DSCR.
Couldn't do DSCR.
The best. Well, let's talk down payment real quick, okay. Zach. What do you have saved up right now for like buying a home?
Shoot, man, not nearly enough yet. So because I just started working for this investor a few months ago. I mean,
right.
You know how real estate is. Can be slow at times. So I'm just kind of getting to know a little bit. Getting more deals. Like I got one under my belt so far. So just kind of building up my pipeline there. And gonna be making more income here soon.
Hey, we know all about it, man. Yeah. We're in the business too, so yes. We're in real estate too. It's all about building the pipeline up and obviously seeing what you can make over the year or 2 years and build it up from there. So is it safe to say that right now that you don't have any savings yet?
Yeah.
Okay. So that doesn't mean that you're out of the ball game. There is down payment assistance products that are available out here in Vegas. They're all different, and some of them require, the 680 score to 720 is good. Some of them are grants, some of them are second loans, but there is ways to buy property without a down payment, and then also getting money back from the seller to cover closing costs if you have absolutely zero to put down. Does that make sense?
Yeah, 100%.
And then let's talk about the first thing is to talk about is that you mentioned one thing that's important is that you just started a new job, right? So what's your position there? Like, what do you call yourself?
I do acquisitions. Yep, so acquisitions for sure. Yeah, okay. So basically just calling people, just getting the deals and just kind of going from there. So
acquiring them.
Okay, and then
acquiring.
And then let's see here. And then is your employer W-2ing you, or are you considered self-employed 1099?
Yeah, it'll be 1099.
Okay, so self-employed then, right? Okay, so self-employed. So with self-employed, you got some time to kind of plan out your plan of attack, save up some money, because with self-employed, you need to be in your self-employed position for at least 2 years in order for financing. Okay. So
right.
So there's so that would be step one, is that we gotta obviously we have some time in the job, right? Mm-hmm. What were you doing prior to the acquisitions as a self-employed individual?
I was doing door to door for a little bit. Okay. Wasn't really cutting it, with door to door. But right. I mean, before that, I was doing car sales for a long time. So okay. I've just always been kind of commission based there.
Okay, so sales commission only is kind of your wheelhouse. With the car sales, though, you were W-2'd, right?
Yep.
Okay. And then with the door-to-door, were you W-2'd or 1099?
1099.
Okay. So that becomes the difference there, right? So with the 1099, how long were you doing door-to-door?
It was seasonal, so just every summer, basically. It's like past 2 years, just the last summer, the year before.
Okay. So that means that you had a Schedule C, right, on your tax return, showing that you were self-employed for the last 2 years, right?
Believe so. Yeah, I'd have to find it.
Yeah, I mean, if you were filing taxes on that income, on that 1099 income, it was filed under a Schedule C. And if your Schedule C simply says sales, right, like sales commission, and it doesn't specify what it actually is, then you can run those together, right? Because right now you're doing acquisitions as a 1099 person, right?
Oh, wow.
And that's going to go on to a Schedule C as sales.
Oh, wow.
Right? Now, if you say acquisitions on a Schedule C, and then the previous one says door to door, then it looks like two different jobs, right?
True.
But technically, for the guideline, you've been self-employed for over 2 years. So we could actually look at doing this a lot sooner. You wouldn't have to wait the 2 years. So it's good that I asked you about your background, because if you were W-2'd, let's say 2 months ago, right, and you were never 1099 before, then you'd have to wait 2 years to show 2 years tax return showing self-employed. But it sounds to me like in 22 and in 23, you're going to show self-employed income, right?
Yeah, the only thing was I wasn't really cutting much, so I was, just kind of living off of savings, just
right.
So I know the income itself wouldn't have been.
Yeah, the income itself may not show. That's a different issue, right?
Oh, okay.
I was just trying to figure out, does he have to wait the 2 years for the the length of employment as a self-employed individual, which he doesn't. But the income is big, right? So if you weren't doing a whole lot, I mean, I didn't know how the door-to-door sales was going, right? So if if it was something that was a sizable income, then we could have been doing something right now. But if it's something you're still working on, trying to build up for 2024, 2025, it's still probably going to be a 2-year average to get your average up. Especially if it's commission only, they're going to look over a 2-year, 24-month average, right? So they're going to look at your 2 years of tax return divided by 24. Let me ask you this. This is also a good question to make sure that we always ask people. If this is your first home, is there anybody that'd be willing to co-sign for you? Parents?
That's a good question. Because I mean, I live out here by myself, so I mean, just kind of, running it up there. But yeah, I just couldn't really think of anyone that would, but doesn't mean there isn't any, I mean, I could probably find like an investor that'd be willing to, put, go on it or something. But
does the co-signer have to live in the state?
You can be a non-occupant co-borrower.
Oh.
So as long as he's the primary resident and he stays there and lives there, if someone's willing to co-sign for him, then they can live somewhere else.
Oh.
Yeah. Non-occupant co-borrower guidelines.
I didn't know that. That's why I'm on the show,
and that's why everybody, people watching are learning a little bit too. So
I learn every day.
So right now your credit is good. So it's funny because we've had a couple calls. One their credit was bad, but they have money, and then one had bad credit, no money. And now you have good credit, but the money's not there yet, right? So again, these are always the three pieces are credit, income, and assets, right? So
and this is the thing that we all go through. Like this is the thing that is just a common thing, and a lot of people are like, don't want to, face it and get onto the road. Like, let's get on the road.
Yeah, it sounds like Zach's ready to face it.
He is. I'm saying a lot of other people.
Yeah.
You know what I
mean? We've had a few people that that don't want to kind of figure out how to do it yet, but that's fine. So you're on the right track. You have good credit. You're keeping your credit score, in the high 6s, low 7s. That means you're paying your payments on time. And I'm sure, if I'm just to guess, Zach, I'm sure that the credit is maybe not at like 800 just because you have credit card balances that you're working on, right?
Yeah, and I mean, it got down a little bit because I had like a credit card that went into collections that I actually had no idea about from Macy's, a few years ago. So that kind of dragged me back a little bit. So I've just been, working on it for the past 2 years, just get it back up.
Yeah.
But yeah, I mean, so it's been a little stagnant.
Sometimes those store credit cards will get you, huh?
Yeah.
They're like, do you want to save? They want to save 10%, and then you're like, yeah, I'm going to spend $100, and then I'm going to forget all about this card.
Yeah.
And then it just never gets paid. You're like,
that's how they get you.
No, literally.
Yeah, that's what happens, man. That happens a lot. Because you're at the register and they're just like, let me put it on a credit card, and you don't have the credit card in your hand. It's not like they're printing it out right there.
Right.
And so, of course, these days, no one checks their mail, right? And they're like, what's Macy's? I don't have a Macy's account. But yeah, that's that happens. And how that's a collection. I mean, from a couple years ago, obviously time healed it. Did you end up paying the collection, or is it still open?
Yeah, no, I ended up paying it.
Okay. Did you just pay it, or did you get a deletion letter?
No, I just ended up paying it. I was just like, yeah, I might as well just get it.
So next time, Zach, I got you for next time. If this ever happens, whether it's a medical collection, whether it's a random insurance or cell phone company that hits you with, this random collection, anytime you get a collection, when you go to pay it, especially if you're going to pay it in full, definitely ask for that deletion letter. Because there might be a way, let's say it was a couple $100, you called and you were willing to pay it in full. You could have said, hey, collection company, I'll pay it in full. Can I get a deletion letter? And then they would have been able to remove it entirely off your report, where it doesn't even show as a paid collection. It just shows like it was never there. So that's just a quick tip for future reference with credit. But again, you're at 680 to 720. You do have some credit card balances right now, though, right?
Yeah, I just have the one credit card. It's $2,000 limit. It's just pay it off every month type thing.
Okay, cool. So you're not carrying a balance. If you ever are carrying a balance month over month, make sure it's under 30% of the limit. So, and that'll keep you good. So you're already doing good on that. It's just a matter of getting those sales going. It sounds like you're doing good there. And then if you did have an investor, family, would be a way to go if they were, willing to do that for you, or an investor that was willing to come in with you that can show the income. And maybe have some down payment money as well. that's something we could work on when that time comes. Because like I said, you don't have to wait because of the employment background right now, because you have the 2-year self-employed.
Yeah. Well, that's good. I didn't know that.
I didn't know that neither.
Yeah, so it's going to depend. Again, it'll depend on what shows on the Schedule C, right? If it's two totally separate, I mean, if it says sales on both of them, it's sales, right?
Yep.
You're a salesman. If it says, acquisitions and door-to-door, it might need a little bit more arm twisting for underwriting to say it's the same thing, right? It's commission sales. But that's something that you let us worry about.
Sweet. All right, Zach.
Now I'm gonna have Chris give me your information. If that's cool, and then I can, or he'll actually send you out probably an introduction text with both of our contact cards. If you ever want to talk to me further, you can reach out to me at any time to go over maybe a cosigner situation or another situation. If you've been in sales too, here's another kind of tip. Let's say tomorrow you decided, hey, I want to go on the salary position. Someone's going to pay me a salary of X amount of dollars to do sales, right? You can use it immediately. So you can use the income immediately because it's guaranteed income versus a self-employed or commission-based where it has to be averaged over 24 months.
Okay. With a salary, right?
Yeah, salary income.
Yep.
Huh. Okay.
So just keep just keep that in mind. So even as a fully 1099 salesperson, you could technically go get another job, right, as a salaried employee, and still keep your acquisitions job. I'm sure he doesn't require that you're there 9 to 5, right?
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, so I mean, you can come and go as you please. You can have a day job and keep the sales job on the side in order to get a home. So that's just something to think about. Those are different options.
The goal is home ownership. We're going to get you there some way, somehow. We're going to get you there.
Yes, sir.
All right, my man. Thank you for calling up.
All right, Zach. Nice talking to you, man.
Heck yeah. No, thank you guys.
All right, peace.
Yes, sir. Peace.
All right. Here we go. I'll get you his info, too, as well. Where is this? So to recap with him, we'd have to just get the income up, right?
Yeah, we just don't have any income to base it off of.
Right.
And then also he has to get his savings up.
Yeah.
I mean, we'd have to get the income up if we did like a down payment assistance. He still has to show he can pay the loan.
Okay.
So maybe he doesn't have to do a down payment because he gets down payment assistance.
Yeah.
But he has to have an income that we can base the debt ratio and stuff off of.
Yeah, so I wanted to ask about the down payment assistance, right? Okay.
Okay.
So with that, what do they do? Is it similar to like how the VA loan, like people don't have to put a down payment down?
Well, VA is like they're going to finance 100% of the home, right?
Okay.
With a down payment assistance, it's still going to be an FHA or conventional loan.
Okay.
It's just that the down payment assistance, either grant or loan, is going to cover that 3 to 3.5% down.
Okay.
Right.
Is that 3.5 that has to be paid back, right? Or
some of them don't have to be paid back, and
Really?
some of them do.
Okay.
So there's different kinds of down payment assistance. Some of them are forgivable after 5 years. If you stay in the house for 5 years, it drops off. Some of them will have to be paid back if they ever refinance or sell the house, no matter when it happens.
Okay.
Some of them even are like a second mortgage where they require a monthly payment.
Okay.
So there's all different kinds.
So how would someone qualify for that?
We'd have to just get their full application
Okay.
and I, to tell you the truth, on the down payment assistance products, they change all the time, and some of them run out of money. So if it's a grant program, maybe it's like, okay, we have this much money for the year, and it's been used up by April.
Right,
it's all gone, and we have to wait till next year when it gets re-upped.
Oh, okay.
Some of them are more like loan companies, right, that do the down payment assistance like a second mortgage.
Okay.
Maybe there's a payment with it, maybe there isn't. But again, that would be something, typically with down payment assistance, there's extra hoops, right? You have to qualify for the first loan, right? Your conventional or your FHA loan, and then you have to qualify for the down payment assistance and marry those together.
Oh, okay. So there's two
different qualifications. Yeah,
are they the same criteria? Like
sometimes it's a little different. So like FHA, you can do the loan down to 500 credit score. More like 580 usually, because of how high rates are. But down payment assistance, typically they're going to want, some of them require like a higher credit score than even the FHA product.
Okay.
So not everyone's going to qualify for down payment assistance, and some down payment assistance aren't for every property either. Sometimes it's like this area we offer the down payment assistance, but this area we don't.
Oh, okay.
Right.
So also
in income limits and all this different stuff.
Yeah. And then I know we mentioned this I think on the first show, but what about the loans if you wanted to remodel the house or it's
rehab?
Rehab, that's the word.
Rehab loans.
Yeah.
There's an FHA rehab loan.
Okay.
I think there's a conventional rehab loan. I haven't in my long career have never done a rehab loan.
Is that because it's not feasible? Not feasible, but like makes sense.
I'm sure there's specialists out there that do rehab loans all the time.
Yeah.
But it's going to be a special individual that wants to do rehab, right?
Right.
They're going to come in. It's going to be like a fire damaged house.
Yeah.
Like they're going to buy it. They're going to see the potential. Most rehabs are done without a loan, right?
Mm-hmm.
You have a house that's maybe had fire damage or whatever happened. It's a mess and it needs to be rehabbed.
Yeah.
You're usually going to see a cash investor come in and grab that home because they have the bankroll to put all the money into it and then just flip it for a profit.
Yeah.
It's a special occasion when you have someone who's buying a first home as a rehab.
Right. So typically with the fix and flip game, that's mostly like cash.
That's going to be cash usually. There are companies that do short-term financing for people like that. Like they'll give them a loan for 3 months, right? But that person's going to have to show that they have assets to cover the loan, like right after the fact.
Yeah.
So usually it's not a situation. It's more like a situation where I have $300,000 right here in this account, but I'd rather just use your money for these 3 months, so that I can use this money to rehab the home and then pay myself and you back.
Yeah.
Right, and that's how that kind of works.
So those are the rehab loans, right?
That's more the fix and flip programs.
There's actual fix and flip.
There's fix and flip mortgages, yeah.
Oh, okay.
And then there's rehab, which is rehab is conventional and FHA. Fix and flip is non-QM. Right. Portfolio lending.
Yeah. So you don't do the fix and flip.
We do fix and flip.
Oh, you guys do?
We have the fix and flip product. We have the rehab product. We have all these products.
Yeah.
It's just a matter of, do I have a client for it?
Right.
And then if I have a client for it, then I'm going to go learn everything about it and get back,
I see what you're saying.
and then do the loan for them.
Yeah.
I mean, we do that all the time. I mean, there's so many scenarios that, you can be a pro at FHA conventional. You can be a pro at VA. You can be a pro at USDA, reverse mortgage.
Yeah.
You can be a pro at all of the normal type of products. But when it goes into this non-QM, it's literally learning that scenario and what lender it's going to mix with. We have 65 lenders.
Yeah.
It's a job.
Yeah,
right?
absolutely.
We got to figure it out. It's just a matter of finding the company and finding the loan officer that's going to do that work for you.
Yeah.
In a quick fashion, and that's what we do.
Do you work with anybody that does the fix and flips? Like
like an actual investor?
The actual investor.
No, I'm not right now.
Okay.
Not me. No.
Okay. But you had the other investor who did the
multiple property
multiple
DSCR.
property,
Yeah.
So he's just buying and renting.
Yeah, he's a rental landlord guy.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
So he's not necessarily fix and flipping. He's buying and holding.
Yeah,
and
buying and
renting.
hold.
Right.
That's probably the way to go, right?
Well, I mean that's.
Well, it depends on your what can you get, like, because if you're in that position to buy and hold,
right,
then do that.
Buy and hold is you're going to buy a property that's turnkey, right? That can be rented right away with minor fix-ups, right? You buy the home, you get it at a good price because you're a cash investor.
Yeah.
You go in there, you slap some paint around, you maybe upgrade a few things, get a renter in there immediately, and move on.
Yeah.
And then that house is just making money for you.
Yeah.
Fix and flip is like big cash. It's a lot of work in a little amount of time, and then having the contractors and having the team.
Real quick, any of you guys want McDonald's? I do. Double cheeseburger and some fries.
Yes. Two double cheese. And a Coke.
I want 2 double cheeseburgers now too.
Yeah. I don't care about any fries. If you get like a large fry, we'll split them. 2 double cheeseburgers.
My man.
Yeah. Is that cool? Yes. Good math, dude. We got Greg Louie in the house over here.
Yeah. I need my class. Oh, that's the wrong one.
No, there's an applause. You just got to look for it.
Oh, okay. I'm just learning the board. I'm learning the board. Oh, wait. I have. Oh, sorry. I found my sounds.
Cool. Can you give me a Coke, though? Hook me up on a cola.
I found my sounds. There you go.
But yeah, Oh yeah, you really like that one.
I love that one. All right, we got time for another call.
I think we do.
I
mean, we're on here till 2, right?
We're smashing it this episode. I'm telling you guys that.
And we got a lot of work to do. It seems like I'm working now.
I mean,
we were working. You know,
we were figuring out how to get this to work.
And now that we got it working, we can work.
Yeah, it's a great thing because I'm learning like every time, but then it's like I have to be I gotta be immersed in it because when I hear things, I don't just get it right away. You've done it for 20 years, so it's like boom. Oh yeah, we got this and this and this. I'm like, wait.
I think the main point is that people that have watched it maybe or are gonna watch it later on YouTube, they'll see the progression.
Yeah.
And what I would say as a viewer is that most people are gonna have something they got to get over, a hurdle, right?
Absolutely, yeah.
You know, and a lot of people, we talk about this on my radio show, but a lot of people are afraid to have that conversation because they're embarrassed about their situation.
Exactly.
Right? But you'd be surprised that more people, more often than not, everybody's got some issue. Either it's credit or, you know, pop-up collection. I talked to a client today that had an 800 credit score, you know, a couple months back.
Mm-hmm.
Had a great job, was a CEO of a company, making like $300,000 a year.
Mm-hmm.
He got diagnosed with cancer last year.
Oh my God.
Stage 4 in March of 23. Today, when I talked to him, he did mention that he's in remission, which was great.
Nice.
But he's in a bind now because he started losing income, you know, because he was in treatment last year.
Yeah.
And so he fell behind on his bills.
Wow.
And the first time in his whole life, right?
Wow. Yeah. Just because of cancer.
So now he has this house in escrow, his brand new home, and his house is in escrow to be sold. So he's selling his home. He's buying a brand new build. His home's supposed to close in April for the sale, and then he's supposed to buy his other house and close it in May. And he called me. He said, "Hey, I have a 612 credit score." Well, that's going to be FHA. But the problem is he stopped making his mortgage payments in January.
Oh.
So now he's got 3 mortgage lates.
Oh, wow.
So it becomes this whole big deal. And this guy was an 800 credit score.
Yeah, he was
a whole bunch of money, killing it. So it happens to everybody. Life is going to throw you a wrench.
Yeah.
And so whether it's a credit wrench or an asset wrench or a divorce or whatever it is, you know, it's going to, we see this day in, day out. So don't be embarrassed about calling in, telling us what your wrench is.
Yeah.
And let me work on it.
And that's what we do. We're here to help, man. We're here to help you get, in the right situation.
Right.
And like Kelly was saying, she was saying a lot of things, but she said something.
Yeah, Kelly said she's saying a lot of things.
She said something good. I forgot it, but apparently it wasn't that good. But it was good.
It's good enough.
It was good energy. The energy about.
No, she's definitely a positive person.
Yeah, was amazing.
But she's uplifting even in her scenario where she's got some problems going.
Yeah.
But she's going to get them done.
Exactly. And the first thing is to be able to.
I think it's confidence that we're talking about.
Yeah.
Is that don't let your issues, paralyze you.
Yeah.
Let us talk through it. Let me help you with it, and we'll get you out on the other side and get you home.
Boom. Let's do it. I'm gonna get my sounds really dialed in to where right when you say a good point like that.
Okay.
You know what I mean? All right, we're gonna call one more person. Let's see here. Let's see. Where is this? Oh, people are texting me. Where is this? Wait. See? I'm gonna dial.
Oh, that's a joke one right there.
Yeah, that's a joke one. See? Wait, what's this? No, that's nothing. A robot.
Oh, hey, you gotta, have your sound effects like up with where we're at. There you go.
Good job. Way to go. Oh, I like that one. Oh, when you say
that was when someone screws up.
When you say some bullshit. What the fuck did you just say? And this is like when you say something stupid.
That's kind of like when I ask someone what their credit score is. Like earlier.
Yes. See, I'm gonna have this dialed in, ready to go. I'm trying to find this guy's number while I'm doing
screwing around.
Yeah, screwing around. It's like it's an art between screwing around and fucking running the show. Fucking shit. All right. Oh, gotta turn that up. See. This is a
Cachavelli.
Hugh Holla. What's going on? You are live on the Vegas Live podcast. We are here. I have Kevin here. He's a 20-year mortgage professional, and we out here.
We're gonna get you pre-qualified, man.
We live right now.
Yeah, we're
live,
bro.
baby. We got DJ Hugh Holla on the line right now.
Yeah. What's happening with y'all?
Are you on speakerphone right now, by any chance? Or
am I? No,
yeah.
Not at all.
Are AirPods on?
Yeah, definitely AirPods though.
Yeah, can you get on a
handset?
The headset. It's just the quality of the sound is just a lot better if you can.
All right, hold on a second.
Do old school like 1990s.
Yeah.
Give me a second.
See on when I was on the radio,
right?
We'd always say, "Hey, are you listening to us right now?"
Turn down
the radio.
Right.
So now, fast forward to 2024,
he's
hey,
like,
are you on your AirPods?
AirPods.
You know what I'm saying? So,
use your phone like 1990.
Yeah,
that's what you tell them.
Use it like 1990.
All right, how's that sound? Any better?
Sounds great,
amazing.
All right, so Chris told me you were interested in maybe looking at getting pre-qualified for a home. Is that right?
I mean, no, it's not actually true, man.
No.
If you ask Chris, no, he'll tell you that I support him in anything he do.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Right.
Like since then, even when he had an open house, I pulled up to the open house, even though I'm not in the market for a house.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Right.
You were just supposed to play with it, bro. You're supposed to just keep on going. Just say yeah.
No, it's fine. It's fine. Have you?
But I'm down for the conversation.
Yeah.
I mean, I love talking.
So at the end of the day, Hugh Holla is a business owner in Las Vegas. So another point of the Vegas Live podcast is to be able to talk business and numbers and financials with individuals that can
have grown business
talk.
Right.
So that's another thing too.
Yeah,
so
man.
We don't necessarily have to talk about you getting a loan or anything like that. We could just talk about
business, right?
Where's my?
How long you been a business owner in Vegas, man?
I've been a business owner for 6 years already.
Nice.
Just, coming up on 7, and
I'm gonna get my sounds right, baby. I'm gonna get my sounds right.
I got the sound effects and everything. Try one of Clues Bonds for that.
I'm telling you, bro. Let's go. I'm back on the radio, baby. What's happening? Chris Cash 97.5, baby. You ain't know. Let's go. We out here, man.
You gonna give me some PTSD, man.
He's like, click. No.
He's like, what? Hold on. Calm down. Relax. All right. Hey,
but
let's get back to this.
But yeah, anyway, so what's your business? What do you do out here?
What do I do? Oh, now I'm owner of a Skyline moving service out here.
Nice.
In Las Vegas. It's a moving company. We move people locally, long distance. We offer storage options. Just whatever somebody needs moved or delivered, we take care of it.
Nice. And so you say 6 years ago you started the business, right?
Yeah, 6 years ago, man.
Do you start with one truck and you were driving, or what?
One truck. Yeah, no, actually, yeah. So we started in 2018, but then it took about like a year and a half to get fully licensed with the states and go through the compliances and that type of stuff. So by late 2019, we were finally operational, which put us right at the beginning of the pandemic out here.
Right.
So pandemic, nothing going on. We was considered an essential business, so we were allowed to operate while everybody sat at home. But hey, guess what? During that time period, the real estate market took off. And everybody was buying houses like crazy. Houses going for way higher than the asking prices, and interest rates were going down, and so we were moving. So my first year in business, just like perfect timing. We're fully licensed, and we're just out here just working nonstop. So I wasn't ready for that influx of business. So I hopped on the truck when I needed to. But my first priority was delegation, automation, everything to take me out of the loop. So
nice.
Since then I've been just kind of working on that,
just kind of managing and keeping it going. How many trucks you guys got running now?
Right now we have 3 full-size trucks. We have a Sprinter van, pickup truck, and looking to add a long-term lease for this summer.
Nice.
Just to keep up with the
30 trucks sounds like a big business, so that's good.
Yeah. Well, no, not 33.
Oh, I thought you said. I think it's 30.
33 is cool too, man. Got that Pippin number. It's all all good.
I was just helping you. I
I'll
was just
take
helping it out. You know.
We out
So
here.
300 trucks then, right? No,
Yeah.
I'm just kidding.
It's crazy because we have 3,300,000 people on watching us right now.
Yeah.
So we all
3,300,000.
Yeah, that's the number. Yeah, whatever. You know, I just. Hey, you know, I like how you said how you're working on a delegation and
Automation.
And automation. It's just and that's what I have to figure out too as a business owner. It's
Right.
like I'm so like, oh, you can't do it the way I could do it. You know.
Exactly.
But I know if I do it that way, I won't scale. You know what I'm saying? We won't scale.
No,
you
you
know?
can't. You can't scale if you can't trust.
So
right.
I like.
Well, I mean, yeah. I mean, it all works together, delegation and automation. But ultimately, like, yeah, you hold yourself to a certain standard that you want replicated as you continue to scale, right?
Yeah.
But
Right.
you know, over time, like really, you know, with the delegation part of it, you want people who are smarter and better than you in that specific field.
Right.
And that's the guys that you want to hire. So yeah,
Yeah.
these guys are going to be better at it than I am because I'm hiring people that are better. If I'm smarter than you at the task that I'm asking you to do, and this is not even what I do, then I'm hiring the wrong person.
Right.
You know,
Yeah,
so it's
that's
just
a good one,
about
too.
getting the right people in place and then getting them to maintain the standards that you would hold yourself to if you were doing their job.
Right.
That's where it's at, as far as just keeping that standard with your scaling.
Yeah.
You know, and that's something that's doable. It's just more so you have to push that culture. It stems from the culture that you put on your team.
Right.
You know, if you build yourself up a culture of people who care, people who's looking out for each other, people who operate as a team, and they all like focus on the vision, then everybody can make sure that they're looking out for each other to meet that standard, even when you're not around. So, no, yeah, most definitely. But delegation and automation. But I'm not saying delegate to anybody and just trust anybody with your baby, because you know how it is with business. Your business is your baby.
Yeah,
You know? So yeah.
They gotta keep
sure.
keep people thinking that the business is cool, right? You don't want them to mess up your reputation.
Or I'm gonna,
no,
I'm
100%.
gonna delegate the automation. You'd be like, you do the automation. I'm gonna delegate that to you because I don't know what none of this is.
I'm gonna delegate the delegation and delegate the automation.
100%. Yeah, I mean,
it's my
ideally
business,
get 'em to
but
the
you
point where
do
they're
it.
just following the bouncing ball. Hey, you know, that's the end of the day. You just want to kick back on the island with a margarita in your hand and just watch the cash deposits coming in.
Oh man,
Yeah, that's the dream right there.
Now, I mean, I'm gonna be hooping, bro. I'll be too bored on the island. I'm gonna be hooping. I like to play basketball.
You gonna be hooping?
Yeah.
How old are you again, man? I don't know, man. You know, I played a game of flag football yesterday, and I pulled 2 hamstrings at the same time.
Oh man, you didn't stretch. You didn't stretch. You gotta stretch.
Nah, I stretched for like 12 hours straight, and I was looking to leave before I went. I knew what I was in for. It still wasn't enough. I was like, yeah, it might be time to put the jersey up in the rafters.
Oh man, we're gonna have to play. That's where golf comes in. We're gonna have to play golf, man.
You know, I've been working on my swing, man. I'll meet you at the driving range.
Yeah, I have yet to go. I still haven't. I'm still on the basketball course.
All right, cool. We could both be terrible out there. Then, so just let me know when's good for you. Yeah, man.
You know, as a businessman, like, did you ever think about like investing in real estate as business?
Yeah, you know, but you know, I don't have all the pieces in place as of now. I could admit that, you know, but it's one of those things I've always been looking into for a long time. You know, I actually had a rental property for a while, also, you know, and I had one little bad customer. You know, I got a little scared, like Will Smith, you know, and it just you know, decided I had to step away from it. You know, so I sold the property after the 1-year lease was over, and you know, just reinvested the money into something else, and you know, I haven't gone back to it.
Hey,
but,
how long ago was that?
I've always thought about it. That was maybe 2018.
What was
I want to say 2018, 2019.
What was the property address, real quick?
It was. Yeah, give me a second. Geez.
Sorry to put you on
Summer
the spot.
Blush, 1659 Summer Blush Ave.
Summer Blush Ave.
What side of town was that on?
I'm just gonna check this out because
it's Silverado.
It's gonna be kind of a learning curve for other people. You know what I mean? When did you sell it?
It was like 20.
19?
I want to say 2019, 20. No, it had to be 2018. I sold it.
Okay, and you bought it in 2017 then?
Damn, what did the renter do?
No.
Okay.
Nah, it came back in, I want to say 2011.
Let's see what we got here.
Something like that, maybe 2012.
So did you make some equity on it?
Oh yeah, 1,000%. But I'd say more than 100% equity.
Oh, so you just wanted to cash out pretty much and just be.
Well, not necessarily. I consider the option of just paying it off completely,
right?
And then just having like kind of cash flow, renting it out, those type of things. But
do you remember what you sold?
I decided to just sell it.
Do you remember what you sold it for in 18?
About $235.
Okay. Just to kind of give you an idea, right now I think it just sold again. Well, actually, it says that
I think it probably sold a couple times since
it says it's worth $371,000 today.
Damn.
Yeah.
Right.
Which sounds crazy to me. I never, even at the 235 price point, I never thought it would get up to that price.
Right.
So I was looking at that dollar amount and just kind of smacking my lips and
yeah.
371 if I just waited a couple more years,
and the whole thing is just, I guess, like if you don't need the money, right? If it's something that you needed the money, then there could have been another way, right? But if you would have had a renter in there paying the mortgage this whole time, then it would have been another couple $100,000 almost, right? That you'd have an equity.
For sure.
So it's just kind of a long-term look. It's a good story to kind of share with viewers that buying real estate and cashing out for $100 a few years back could have been like $270.
Yeah, most
as of today.
Yeah.
And then you figure, okay, well then, hey, if I have good renters and everything's going smooth, well then why not just keep it another 10 years and then all of a sudden you're cashing out $500K.
That's what I'm talking about.
It's just kind of a real estate.
That's the business I want to be on, baby.
It's just kind of a real estate
business
lesson.
I need to be on. No, I ain't gonna lie to you, man. Just because I'm on this whole real estate path, like I just seen so much moves I could have made. You know what I'm saying in the past, because the house that we had had sold it, and we should have just kept it.
Right, and rented it.
Yeah.
It would have been harder to do, but we could have made it work.
Yeah,
and it would have been better in the long run.
That's the thing is the people that are, I guess, people that are willing to, I guess, take the risk and go through the small hardships of making stuff work. In the long run, you make it. You make it. You're not all the time, but
But that's the thrill.
Right.
That's the thrill, baby.
So, but and so you only owned the one home. Was it? Did you live in it at one point and then end up renting it? Is that what happened?
In the past or currently, you're saying?
Oh, currently, do you own your home now or no?
Oh yeah, I own my home now. Yeah,
okay.
Yeah. Like I said, I bought my house back in 2019. I mean, I don't know how much equity has grown since then, but
right.
I know right now I have at least like a $250,000 in equity.
Nice.
In my current home.
Yeah, you got in right in
I'm
time.
looking to pay that off. I was gonna say, I don't need a refi or anything like that because I did it back in 2021.
And you're at like
so I'm down at
2.25%
right now.
Yeah, nice. You saying nice.
Yeah, I'm 2.25 on a 15-year mortgage right now.
Yeah, you're in good shape. That's
nice.
That's a lot of people are in that same position, right?
Yeah.
That they don't need to do anything because they're in good shape. But
it doesn't make sense to do anything,
right.
Because at this point, I can't borrow money at that rate. So
right.
But
what you could do, this is just something to throw at you. You could get into rental property with a down payment from your primary, like on a HELOC type of situation. So that's an option.
You said without having to make a down payment?
Yeah, so you would get a HELOC on your primary.
You said $250,000. You have a $250,000.
You have a $250,000 in equity. You would get a home equity line of credit on the primary to get you into your first rental property, right?
Right.
And then that would be your down payment, and then structure the financing so that you could get close to breaking even on what you're paying on your HELOC payment and on your mortgage on the investment property. Obviously, you have to make sure those numbers work out and everything. But
right. So that's always kind of been my question behind getting a HELOC. If I get a HELOC on my current property, wouldn't I be borrowing at the current rate for interest?
Correct. Yes. HELOCs are. It depends on what kind of HELOC you get. I'm not saying the HELOC's going to be cheap interest rate. What I'm saying is that you can access some of that money while you're still living in that house to grow your investment portfolio on the real estate end of things. And looking out, instead of looking out like what it looks like right now, this is what a lot of people miss, is that if you buy a home right now while rates are super high, right, and you're able to make it happen and maybe struggle a little bit to make it happen, if you're willing to do that, when rates come back down, right, and everyone's going to do that, right, that property, your property, your investment property is going to skyrocket in value because now it's cheaper to borrow against it. At which point you can refinance both properties, your HELOC and the investment home, and then you're at the lower rate like everybody else, but you bought the house a year earlier and now you're sitting on 50, 60 grand in equity on both homes.
Yeah. Right.
You see what I'm saying?
You know, yeah. I mean, are we assuming that the property values are going to continue to move up?
I mean, in Vegas, we got a special little spot here, man. Everybody keeps moving here, dude.
Historically, it's been going up.
I mean, you know, Southern California is just going to continue to get more expensive. Those people are going to continue to move here, driving our prices up. People are buying. I mean, you have investment firms out here buying up all the real estate because of where it's at. We got the sports capital of the world now, pretty much.
The A's here.
I mean,
we're gonna get a.
I mean, I don't see. This is just me. I don't see it going down.
Oh, and the Hollywood, the Hollywood studio, the studios got approved too as well.
Yeah, it's crazy.
Yeah, down there like the Blue Diamond area, right?
No, Summerlin, in South Summerlin, I believe. They're gonna build a movie studio just like Hollywood 2.0.
I mean,
so these different factors.
It's crazy.
Yeah.
It does. I don't foresee it like the price is going down. Like,
it's just everybody comes from all directions here.
Yeah.
Man.
Different industries, different. You know what I'm saying? It's not just one industry.
It's business friendly. It's tax friendly. Like when you look over all these other states, right? People are moving from California to Texas. They're moving from California down south, right? In some of these southern states, they don't have state tax, right? But they have super duper high property tax. They have super duper high insurance rates. They have super duper high sales tax. Nevada is the one special place where we don't have a sales income tax. We have a fair sales tax, and we have cheap property taxes.
Nevada. Oh, Las Vegas.
Oh, Nevada.
Las Vegas.
So it's just food for thought, man. Like I said, it would be something where you are taking a risk. You're thinking, okay, let's say I pull out, $25,000-$50,000 on a HELOC, bro. We're gonna have that payment, right? And then you're gonna buy something for $200,000 or $300,000. You're gonna put that money down on it. You're gonna have that payment, and then you're hoping you can rent it for like $2,000 or something like that a month. And then you might have $500-$600 where you're having to come out of pocket for it. But in the long run, when you refinance that investment property and you refinance that HELOC because rates go back down, that $500 is going to come to zero. Now you're going to break even, and now you own two homes where you're earning equity on it. For your retirement.
That sounds like a bag play to me. That's what.
Hey, as long as the numbers make sense, that's what I'm saying.
Yeah,
get my man Chris Cash over here to find me a home. Find me a home where the numbers make sense. We gonna make that deal happen.
Well, we got to do the numbers first on the lending side. And then the homes is right.
They're just a click away, man. They're just a click away.
It's a click away. It's easy, but we got to get the numbers on the lending side first.
But so that's something.
What do we do to get pre-qualified for a home? And how long is those pre-quals good for?
Pre-quals are good for like depending on the credit, right? Pre-quals are good for like 60 days. Because the credit report's good for 60 days. 60 to 90 days.
Right.
And of course, pre-quals are only good for the day that you do them, really, because you're going to have fluctuations in interest rate. So it's not like if you pre-qual that you have to do something in a certain amount of time. Pre-qualing with us is more like just getting the stuff in. And, if you decide I'm going to buy in a month, 6 months, whatever, we can kind of just have your stuff started already. So I can look at the HELOC for you. I can look at the pre-qual for an investment property for you, and see if this option works to kind of give you an idea of the numbers, that's something I can do. Not a big deal.
Right.
Yeah.
And do you have to pre-qual for a HELOC also, or is that kind of automatically generated based on the value of your home?
Yeah, there's different kind of the HELOCs. I guess a pre-qual. All right, so to kind of go over like we talked about, pre-qual is just kind of like a conversation, right? How much do you make? What's your credit score? What do you have roughly in payments to make sure the debt ratio and stuff works? You know, I guess what you're asking is like, at one point, does it become like a real mortgage application? That's like when, you know, we pull a hard inquiry credit report and you're for sure you're going to do it. And that's different than other companies. So we can have a conversation about your value on your home, you know, how much you owe on it. And, you know, that's something we could do right now. What do you think it's worth?
My home right now, about $550.
What do you think?
Something like that.
What do you think you owe on it, like the balance of the mortgage? And we can just go rough, man.
Maybe like $260.
Okay. So that's perfect amount of money there. And then neither you or your wife are veterans, right?
No, not veterans.
Okay.
No, we're above VA loans.
All right, let's see here. Let's go 550,000. Yeah, man, you're gonna have a good loan to value ratio for sure. I mean, you owe less than 50%.
Yeah.
So so that's good. So that means lower interest rate on the HELOC, right? Some of them, depending on how you would want to do it, some of them are fixed loans. Some of them are 20-year amortization. Some are 30. Some of them are adjustable, where they have a super low payment for the first 3 years while you're drawing on them. That's probably good.
Yeah, not falling for that one again.
Oh, okay.
No, I did that back in 2008.
Okay.
You know, I'm terrified of those arms.
Yeah, and that's, you know, I've been in the business and so forth, so I know what you're saying. But what about?
I'll pass.
let me throw this at you. Let's say that it's interest only for the first 3 years, and then it's per principal and interest payment, and you know what that principal and interest payment is going to be before you get into the lower introductory payment. What do you think about that?
Well,
I know you're uncomfortable with it, but
so if we knew for a fact what the interest and the principal payment would be, that would make more sense.
Right.
But typically, it's about what today's rate is after those first 3 years. Correct.
Yeah. So it depends on what kind of loan it is. So like some of them, they'll have an introductory payment where it's interest only for first few years, and it's on a fixed rate though. So that means once the interest only payment goes away, you just start paying principal and interest. But the rate doesn't change. What you're talking about that you probably got into a mess with was actual adjustable rate mortgage, where it's only fixed for 2 years and then it skyrockets and you're screwed, which was what a lot of people got into back then. What I'm saying is that if we get you an introductory payment on a HELOC for the next let's say it's 3 years, and of course they're all different programs. This is something I'd have to look into after the fact, after the show, but this way you can break even on the rent until all interest rates come down, right? To try and see if you can do that. But also knowing that if you can't, here's what it's going to cost you, right? That's the difference.
Right.
Back in the day, mortgage loan officers, they didn't tell you what the rate was going to be because it was like, we don't know what the rate's going to be in 2 years. And they didn't even talk about what it could be at a worst case. That was something that
so you're saying after the 3 years, you know what it's going to cost you? Or
correct. At worst case, this is what it's going to be after 3 years.
Like it's like how much is going to be more?
Exactly. How much is going to be more? Yeah.
Now that's where the risk comes in, right? Because right now, if we did just the interest only, then we know like what the payment is going to be. It's going to be a little bit lower because the principal isn't being applied to it, right?
Correct.
So after 3 years, interest plus principal, now the payment goes up. You know, so the risk is really like if home prices for whatever reason went down and you can't collect the amount of money in rent that you was gonna so then you just kind of like stuck with it. And it's either at that point, come up like with a quick sale and just take the loss, or I don't know,
we're talking worst case
or short sale.
You're talking worst case, and you've been there before. It sounds like, so I get where you're coming from. What I'm saying is that, like I told you, like what if it's like you're going to be negative rent for until rates come down a little bit? Maybe you're negative rent like $300 or $400 a month, right? But you're doing it as a long-term investment. So you're paying in this, you're not collecting enough rent to start, but you know that when rates come down in the future, you're going to be okay. But if there's an introductory period on this HELOC where it's cheaper, then maybe you're not losing money for that first few years. You see what I'm saying?
Right.
Just on a monthly basis, as far as breaking even. It doesn't mean that we have to do it that way. I know I'm kind of like talking a lot about that, like as an option, but by all means, we can look at a fully amortized 30-year second mortgage, which would be fully amortized, nothing changes ever. And then you can kind of see where that rock solid payment would be to kind of make those numbers work or not, you know? So that's something we can talk about.
Quick question about the HELOC though. Like, so let's say I take a HELOC against my current home. Right. And then, for whatever reason, you know, things didn't work out. And you know, I always like come from the standpoint of just want to know all the information, you know what type of risk you're taking before even stepping into it and making that decision. So if I was unable to make the HELOC payment now, what happens to the house in which I took the HELOC against?
So the HELOC can't foreclose, like you're saying, absolute worst case scenario happens, right? The HELOC can't foreclose on your house because the first mortgage is in first lien position. So they're stuck. That's why second mortgages have a higher rate of interest because they're not going to collect their money unless you sell the home. And the first person to get...
So that becomes a lien against the house at that point, correct?
Correct. It's already a lien on the house when you get a mortgage, right? It's just a derogatory lien on the house. It means that you're going to pay us regardless this amount of money because this is what we're owed. And if you sell the house, we're going to get some money after the first mortgage company is paid off, if there's money left. So a lot of these second mortgage companies back in the day, when people lost value on their home and they had seconds, the first mortgage company would short sell the house, and they would actually not even make as much as they, let the person borrow. The second mortgage company was just kind of SOL. And that's why second mortgage companies have a couple points higher in interest rate to start with because they know that that risk is there. But again, we're not talking about like a 2008, 2007 situation where we're taking the second mortgage up to 100% of your home value. You're probably still going to have 30 or 40% equity after we're done with the HELOC. So, because you have a lot of equity sitting. I'm talking about like maybe borrowing like 50, not so you might be at 310 on a $550,000 house versus 260. We're definitely not going to be at 500 or anything, right? So you'll have room.
Now let's jump into a situation, right? Let's say I don't need the HELOC. I can just finance a second home as a investment property and just go the conventional route and not have to worry about HELOCs and putting liens and like all this stuff that just makes you lose sleep at night. So if we just went the conventional route, put a house down, put money down in a house, can we get an interest rate at a better rate going the conventional route versus going the HELOC?
Well, the difference would be is that if you do the HELOC, right, you're going to have two interest rates because you're going to have the HELOC rate on that money, and then you're going to have the conventional rate as if you had a HELOC or your own down payment on the investment property. So the investment loan doesn't really change. If you put your own money down 20%, it's going to be the same rate as if you took 20% from a HELOC. It's just that you're going to have.
So you might as well hold on to your own money.
It depends, right? Do you
quote unquote house money at that point?
Exactly. You let's say you have $50,000 in the bank, right? And you're going to put $50,000 down on an investment property. Does it make sense to put that $50,000 down, not do a HELOC, or does it make sense to pay a little bit, maybe $600, $700 a month in interest? How long is that going to take to break even and keep your $50 in your pocket? So that's where people that kind of like know how to use other people's money kind of figured they kind of weigh their risks, right? If you could pay off the HELOC, it works better when you already have the money, right? If you already had the $50,000, then you're like, okay, I'm going to use this HELOC, and if something goes south, I have the money to pay it off, right? But I'm not going to use my money right now just in case something goes wrong. I have more options to get out of things, right? When you have cash is key to get out of messes, right? So if you put all your $50,000 into an investment property, now you have zero reserve, if something happens with the investment property, it's just you don't have any reserves. Your options are out.
Yeah,
But if you use the HELOC and you keep your 50 in your account, you have that reserve to go. Okay, I need to pay this, pay that. You know, exactly.
Yeah.
So it just depends. I mean, do you have?
Makes sense.
Would you say that you like for investments? Do you have money right now to invest in real estate? Like, do you have money set aside?
Yeah, 1,000%.
Okay. So I mean, like investment properties out there right now. We've been talking with Chris. Is that there's a whole bunch of options for people. You're self-employed. Depending on what your business is doing, we could look at conventional options for an investment property where we're looking at tax returns, we're looking at your credit, we're looking at your debt ratio, and we get you pre-approved for an investment purchase, right, with 20% down. Or we have DSCR product, which is debt service coverage ratio. This is a lot of investors are taking advantage of this product where they don't even look at any of your stuff. They go, okay, you have 20% down. Here's what the payment's going to be for the house. If we do this DSCR product, what's the house going to rent for? And as long as the house rent covers the estimated payment on that loan, then that's what qualifies or not, right? So if the house rents for $2,000 and the loan's going to cost $2,000 a month, the loan qualifies for itself. The property qualifies for itself. It doesn't need to look at your tax returns or your income or your debts. So
now, assuming that would be a higher interest rate because it sounds like more riskier. Because rather than going the conventional route to get a investment property,
right?
You know, this is known that, hey, this is going to be an investment property. That's its sole purpose,
right?
So the rent is going to cover itself in that case, and that's where the money's going to come from to cover the payments.
What's crazy
is,
so
at that point, you don't care about what the income is or my
exactly.
P&L, or you're not looking at any of that stuff. You're just looking at like, will this investment property pay for itself if I give this guy 80% of the loan?
Yep. And then just to tell you that what's crazy about that is that these DSCR loans, they're not that much more expensive than an investment conventional. Like investment conventional, I mean, some of them are limited at like 75%. Some of them will go to 80, but the interest rate's higher. Like an investment purchase loan is going to be in the mid to higher sevens conventionally. But you can get like a 75% or a 70% DSCR loan at that same interest rate, right? It takes more down. But if you go to 80 on those DSCRs, you might be in the low eights, mid eights, right? So it's not like it's 2% higher for this product like you would think, right? It's not like it's a horrible subprime loan because you're still showing a credit score, right? And if you have good credit, then they're going to give you benefit of the doubt. Yeah, the rate's going to be a little higher if you go DSCR versus full doc, but it gives someone with a business that wants to do write-offs an option to still invest in real estate and not have to worry about showing a whole bunch of income and paying a whole bunch of taxes on their tax return.
Because it's rough. Because as a business, you're trying to show as little income as possible.
Exactly.
So even though the revenue might be coming in, you're doing all your expenses and write-offs and all these little things that your tax strategist sets up for you in order to minimize your tax liability.
Correct.
But that kind of screws you when you're trying to get a loan. Because like, it shows here you didn't make any money.
Yeah,
it's like, well, I mean, Donald Trump showed that he didn't make any money either, right? I won't count on him being broke.
Yeah, but if you have, you're right 100%. And so the difference now is like for self-employed people that are buying homes, they can do like if they're buying their investment properties, they can do either full doc or DSCR or bank statement. We can do business bank statement doc too, and or personal bank statement doc where they look at your deposits over 12 months, 24 months. And they do a calculation that way versus looking at tax returns. So there are options out there. If you are interested, I'll have Chris give me your all your contact info. I'll shoot my contact info out to you via text, like a contact card. And then
most definitely.
At a later time, if you want to reach out, we can talk about your scenario a little bit more in depth. And then if you wanted to get fully pre-approved, that's not a problem. It takes like less than a day.
Yep. Once you get pre-approved, we're gonna start looking at them properties, baby.
Hey, let's do it, man. I'm ready.
Yeah, ready to go. All right, man. Thank you for calling up, man. That was such a dope conversation, bro.
Yeah.
Right. No, for sure. No, I appreciate y'all having me.
Hey, not a problem, man. Thanks for calling in.
All right, you guys take it easy. Be in touch.
Peace.
All right. Bye.
There you go. It's 2:00 already, man. This show went by pretty fast.
We had a lot stuff on the show, man.
Yeah, great conversation.
I can't even talk now. I talk so much.
No, it was great. One thing that's great about this, it's live right now, but it's also recorded, so I could go back and just listen and just soak in
the information,
the game, and this is all stuff I'm very, very, very interested in, and it's just you're a professional, you're a 20-year professional, so it's like you got it like that. I gotta just.
I think we got double cheeseburgers waiting for us.
Yeah, and it's 2:00. We gotta go.
All right,
so we gotta go, man.
Well, thanks for tuning in, everybody.
Yep. All 700,000 people.
700,000.
Man, we're killing it. All right.
Tell your friends and family. We'll be on tomorrow.
Peace.